Maybe I'll leave the Diablo music on. I just realized I was like, wait, oh yeah, last time I switched it. Maybe we'll just rock with it again, huh? Oh, volume's way too loud. From the Billcast I recorded the other day. All right there. All right. This moved around a little bit. Hate, terror. Pole rune, gotta keep those, right? Keeping the pole runes, rail runes over here. You know what? I need to look at some other stuff here too. Yo, Fred. Yo, how's it going, my dude? Mutu, Dustin, Andrew, Nathan, Brad, Hostile. Yo. Actually got the notification. Nice. Love to hear it. Thank you, YouTube. YouTube must like me again. The other day, a bunch of people said they got their notification too, so I want to look real quick at what I need. I'm going to write it down on a flat piece of a tree carcass, also known as paper. What do I need to keep here? Beaker, how's it going? What up, Slayers? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Brad. Oh, Dark Hado coming in with a $5 super chat right off the bat. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, Dark. It means a lot. You, Slayer. It really does mean a ton. I appreciate it. A bazillion, gagillion. I gotta remember which ones I need here too, though. This is one of the unfortunate side effects of having to have gems to cube up runes at any point, right? So, hopefully one day, I don't know if you guys watch my Sweetville Clips channel, but me and Ginger were talking about it. I love change in Diablo 2 Resurrected. Changed lots of things, such as eliminating the small gem requirement for cubing up runes. So we're gonna go, I'm not keeping those anymore. Emeralds. We got a lot of emeralds. Need topazes. So we need more topazes because I got all these here. Okay, so emeralds and diamonds. Emeralds and diamonds. So all we need is flawed emeralds and diamonds. Sorry, I'm probably super far behind on comments and stuff. Once again, Dark Hado, thank you so much. Yo, what's going on? Ryan Givens coming in with the fellas. The Anifax. Yo. Hit the bell notification, huh? That's cool that sometimes it's actually working now, because literally it was working 0 for a lot of people for a long time. So, emeralds and diamonds, huh? Emeralds, and diamonds. And then from the way up, obviously we need those. Let's just take these right over here, because I think I just need to grab a little bit of all these. Not those ones, though. Regular emeralds, what are those? I obviously don't need them. Oh, vexes? I do. We don't need any more, so I'm just gonna write regular everything but M. I know, Snow Pro. I know how much you love me writing on dead, flattened trees. So, Snow Bro said he's been waiting. Nice. This guy. All you do is troll, Snow Pro. Huh? It's your game. That's your game. Cody B. What up, Phil? What up, Chad? Hello. He says, good to see you, Cody B. Ask my girlfriend if I can have keys to the house so I can. What? I don't know what that means, Pac-Man. I'm gonna stop reading. No offense. I don't know where you're going with that. There's a huge stream delay for me, says Snow Pro. I might have been way far behind on the chat. Could have been. Alexandre, hi Phil from Santos, Brazil. Hello, my dude. What was I doing? Oh, I got all these over here. I forgot about those. I'm dumb. All right, we got, and then we're gonna jump into it right here now. I just had a little bit of housekeeping I need to take care of. So, yep. Unofficial, you're probably right. You're probably right. One thing Phil knows nothing about. Apparently my reading skills aren't very good. A regular topaz. I'm so stupid. Happens to the best of us, right, fellas? Jasper says, see you in the replay, Phil. Appreciate you. Just hopping in and hitting that like button, huh? Oh, no. Well, whatever. I'll just throw it out. What do we even need those for? Blood topazes. I don't think I'm even keeping that stuff anymore, but I'll just hang on to what I got anyways. Oh, Io runes? Yeah, I don't need those at all. We'll just check it out. Andrew Nathan, yep, nailed it. Yeah, yep. Lubramir, what's going on? What's up, what's up? Cooley put out a poll today asking who your other favorite was. I saw at least 4 people say Sweet Phil. Oh, that's kind of... I'm going to be honest, I seen that, and I was like, what? But he had people that weren't like you, Diablo 2 guys on there. Not that it really matters, but yeah, I had seen that. It crossed my mind, just kind of half joking with myself, like, oh, he should put Sweet Phil on there. You know, so... But yeah, I appreciate anybody who did, I suppose. That's pretty awesome. How about recipes that break larger gems down to smaller ones? I mean, I'd be fine with that. I think that's a little unnecessary, because I don't think the only reason to need the lower gems is to cube up runes. So it's like, I wish they would just remove that requirement. Like, if you stick 2 ums in the cube, it should just cube up to the next rune, like, in my opinion. I don't really... I know that the only argument is then people would just cube up every single rune, but, like, at some point, no matter what you do with that, it just isn't worth it. Like, cubing up... Everyone's heard the whole, what do you call it, adage, or what, you know, if you cube L runes, it'll take, like, 2.5 trillion runes to get up to a Zod or something, so it's not, like... Dope. Do I only stream in the mornings? No, I almost only stream in the afternoons, actually. It's afternoon right now, where I'm at, so... I guess what time I stream, Edward, it depends on where you live at, right? So... It's afternoon where I'm at right now. Watch stream from afternoon shift. Hope you get a double key drop mostly. Yeah, that's all I get. Double key drops all day, Norbert. And some other sweet loot as well. Yeah, anything else on top of... generally running keys, you don't really get a whole lot. Like, I'll probably get some lems and ums and pull runes from the Countess, but generally it's nothing too crazy, right? Is this still on Players 3? I don't remember. Orts and Orts and Orts and Orts and Orts. I just threw out that Ort because I didn't need it anymore. Oh, Cody B coming in with 8 months of Slayership. Ooh. Thank you so much for 8 months of Slayership and supportage. My man, Cody B. What a legend. Eagles Super Bowl incoming. Hassan Reddick for Super Bowl MVP. Hassan Reddick. I don't remember exactly. I know the name, but I can't remember why. What position does he play, by the way? But I also do agree with the... I think the Eagles are... I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to be 100%, and I think they're going to get after him. Oh, he's a D-end? Okay, yeah. Not very great at the defensive players, since I'm so much... I follow football mainly for the fantasy aspect, right? So... 17 sacks this year? Ooh, yeah. He's one of them people that's going to be getting after Patty. Edward says he's on Mountain Time. Okay, so I think you're an hour or two behind me, so... Yeah, I mean, it happens, I suppose, right? I occasionally stream afternoon, like 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. But that's like once a month. And it's random. Kind of depends if, you know, the wife's gone and I usually, just like everybody else, I try to work when my kids are at school and stuff, you know, so... 200 FCR Barb. Oh, yeah. Oopsie. Good click, Phil. 200 FCR. Barbarian. Let's go. Cody B, unofficial, says Eagles are the best jersey. Hard disagreement on that one. That's probably the wrongest thing I've ever heard you say. If I was a Lions fan, you wouldn't follow much. Get out of town. That Honolulu blue. Let's go. They got the best. Okay, so get this. Who do you think had a better quarterback rating this season?
Impossible.
Josh Allen or Jared Goff? Judging by how I'm asking that, you already know it's Jared Goff, right? Jared Goff was better than Josh Allen this season. Who has a better quarterback rating? Jared Goff or Joe Burrow? Yes, by the nature of the question. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. By the nature of the question, Jared Goff had a better quarterback rating than Joe Burrow. I would much rather have Goff over... No, I can't go there. I can't go that far. But I'm just saying, he's not bad. He's got it. You can't be bad and be, like, good, right? I mean, teams can win in spite of their quarterbacks, but literally with those type of statistics, he helped them win. And that's, I mean... There's a lot of other situations, you know, that people are in. I think he's fine. Exactly. Goff is fine. Sometimes you got to take fine and then get a bunch of other good stuff. Goff's been to a Super Bowl. How about Allen? Get him, Cody. Get him, unofficial. Ugh. Oh yeah, Fred's like, oh no. Chiefs are gonna win. See a little friendly banter going on. I love it. But I don't think that. I just don't think that Patrick Mahomes' ankle's going to be good enough. I know he played last week, but he looked terrible, and he'll be better, but, like, I think that their defense is going to get after him. Hardman came back, and now he's gone. It's hard to say what of the receivers are going to be back. What's his name? Juju is, who knows if he's going to be good enough. Who knows if... There's Tony's going to be good enough. Hardman's done. They already announced he's done, so it's like they're going to be rolling out there with who knows what, like whoever is. I mean, I guess you got Travis Kelce, so I guess there you go, but can't go wrong with throwing every ball to Travis Kelce, but unofficial said he's got... Are you saying you have flag football this weekend? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you're talking about the Pro Bowl. That's what you're talking about. Philly is too well-rounded. What do you mean by that? Just like I know I follow sports and football and like all this other stuff that I was talking about there, Hadrig. I wasn't looking at the screen at all. Avenger guard. How good are you gonna roll for me? I forget what can the defense roll up to here? 37? I think it goes up to 40, right? So, yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Ring, not so much. Did have some confused charges on it though, right? Pro Bowl and NHL weekend. Gotcha. Yeah, Pro Bowl, NFL Pro Bowl. It could be the worst. Like, do they even still play the game? I don't even know. I know Josh Allen decided to skip it, so, but just be glad you're not a Panthers fan, says Rich up here. Rich Azard Thomas. Yeah, Panthers. So I mean, they beat the Lions this year, so boy, some of these regular monsters have way more health than like the Countess and stuff. Kind of crazy. I'm almost ready to turn this down to like players 1 too, right? Because I'm not even getting any extra keys for having on highest players count. It's just taking a little bit longer to kill stuff. I mean, maybe I am, but I think the Pro Bowl is flag football now. I mean, it might as well be, right? If it's, I honestly thought they canceled it. Didn't they cancel the Pro Bowl, like the actual game? I thought they just did skills competitions now. I don't even know. I don't even bother to even think about trying to watch it. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I didn't look at the rune one that I needed to turn. Oh, that's fine. It's literally flag football. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, gotcha. Rick Cox. Yeah, it is true that, yeah, occasionally items will override the rune. Oh, actually, I don't need that, I don't think. Yeah. The rune drops will occasionally get overridden by item drops, but I wanted to get more keys, so, and I think somebody asked about the D keys. I already have like a million D keys, because I just had been running Neolithek just because it was kind of easy with my like Bomber Zoo Druid and stuff. It was like an easy, good spot to try to get some gear, because he technically can drop like everything in the game, even though he never does. And you know, all the pack around it has density to try to get a rune or something, so I had been running him a little bit, and I got a bunch of D keys. I got like 35 D keys or something, so I'm trying to make up for the other two here. Pac-Man says he's a Vikings fan. Vikings fan, yeah, I gotta. I don't hate the Vikings, but I just have strong opinions about their team this year. I think it might have been you that I was having a little bit of banter back and forth with one day, that the Vikings are frauds. At their record, they were frauds. In my sweetful opinion. Man catcher, not ethereal. Players count is overrated, says Max. I wouldn't say it's overrated is a very, it's a term that's kind of judged on like a sliding scale on how much overrated essentially, but to a point, I think it's emphasized very heavily sometimes. I do feel that going from players 1 to players 3 is a significant boost, though, if it's not slowing you down at all. Talking about like rune drops, like overall drops, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. What kind of barb would you use to kill Ubers and torch hunt? Singer, but no, I'm just kidding. Don't use a singer barb. If I was doing a barb, I usually always go frenzy. That's what I did it with last time. Frenzy, and you got to make sure you have life tap and get after it. Pretty much never stop swinging, unless your life tap runs out, and then run away and cast life tap real quick again, and then charge back in. Ant, what's going on? Yo. Living in Cincinnati, it was fun seeing the Bengals fans complaining about the refs. Yeah, I bet. Being on the outside, not really having like what they say, a horse in the race or whatever the saying is, a dog in the fight, so and so on and so forth. I would be both sides. Like, some of the calls were just ended up being sketchy because of like just happenstance. They'll end up looking real bad, but it couldn't have really went any other way, kinda. And I would have also, if that was against my hometown Lions, I would have been all pissed off about it. So Fred said he's worried about our receivers. Yeah, I talked about that a minute ago. You must have just hopped in like 1 second. But yeah, the McColl or Hardman's Dunzo, Schuster. I don't know if he's going to be back. The news I read, and this is just the news from one guy that you read, you know, said he's possibly going to be better. He has a they said he has a chance of being back by the Super Bowl. Like, a chance? What do you mean a chance? Let's see, Kadarius Toney, who's very athletic, very good, but man, that guy can never stay healthy, huh? Come on. So yeah, you have to see, right? Sasquatch, yo, what's going on? Good to see you. I think the current NFL is breaking the desire parity with players going to teams that they think can win. Eagles are a good example of this. Who I could just maybe not be thinking, or if they're defensive players, I would just not know or remember, because I follow offense way more. Who went to the Eagles? I mean, I guess is Sue there now? I think Dominic and Sue. I did hear that, but you know, to try to win. But their whole offense, they drafted. They traded, or no, they signed AJ Brown. So, but they drafted Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders, Goddard. They drafted. So I mean, a lot of the team they drafted, right? There was the AJ Brown signing, right? So. Says, has Sue stomped anybody recently? I don't think recently. Eagles are very healthy, says the Viking. That sounds accurate, yeah, from what I know. That the Eagles are healthy and Kansas City is not. The Bengals were having trouble with the Chiefs D-line until they started holding Chris Jones, says Fred. Go back and watch them. The clothing line had him multiple times. Yeah, it's so hard to tell with Kansas City's defense, like how good or not good they are, because it's got to be so tough with everybody always like throwing all the time on you like that. But because everyone who goes against Kansas City, they tend to score a lot. But I feel like when you watch Kansas City's defense, they look better than what they end up doing. But I don't know, it's so hard to say. Yeah, we'll take these guys out. Why not? So many players out there with glass jaws. Says Babio. Yeah, I mean, I suppose that is true. If you can't stay healthy, but quite a few people end up like that.
Impossible.
What you gonna do, huh? Usually I hadn't been stopping and killing any monsters like this, but I just decided to. Just because. Thomas just pulled an SOJ. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. Fred says, okay, back to lurking. Nice. Lurk away. Antonio says, Antonis Lab. Excuse me. Says, results matter. Yeah, yeah. Scoreboard is all that matters in the end, right? So. Man. Oopsie. There's no rune words in D4. What's the point? I don't really know which. I mean, rune words are just another item type, so they just decided to make other items called something different, the good items, instead of the rune words. So, Lum, it almost pains me, but I decided I'm not picking up that Lums anymore. I think I picked up a Ko earlier, and I think I decided I wasn't going to pick up Ko runes either. I think I was going to do Lemon up only. Gotta remember. Pains me. I've been picking up Lemon higher for like so many years now. Like when it says hit that like button. Ugh. Good point. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Help me out a little bit. Help out a little schmuck slayer like myself. Unofficial says he forgets what a Ko rune is even for. Like what the actual rune does, or like what can you use it for? But either way, yeah, it's 10 to dexterity. Toss it out. We ain't keeping it no more. I gotta stick to my guns. Dustin says lemon up is the only way to go. Yeah. I used to cube up all the lower stuff, but I feel like I just have too many runes to worry about. It's just another thing I'm spending time on that doesn't really matter. It's detracting from my entertainment. We'll say that for sure. So. D3 is a D4 reskin. Says Antonis. Pretty common thing people to say. I'm gonna wait and play the game first before I decide something like that, but I know it doesn't really look like Diablo 3, obviously, but yeah, whatever. We'll take out the champion right here. Got him good. All rune. Gabish. What's the drops looking like today? So far, excellent. No, I haven't really found anything. Really just doing a lot of keys and hanging out, talking football, stuff like that. Hoping to get good stuff, but mainly I'm trying to track down some keys for sure. Kind of what I'm going for. Baneffect says, cubing runes is the only way he can get high runes. That's unfortunate to hear. Unfortunate. Dustin saying if you have, as long as you have at least one of every rune below, it's not really worth cubing up. The only thing is it depends, because especially early on, like, getting your first, like, CTA, like, you might not find an Ohm rune. So, like, I might have to cube together a bazillion, you know, Ko runes or something to cube up to get another rune to cube together up to get another blah 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 to get them all to cube up to get another. That's actually, you know, that's how I usually make my first Enigma and my first Infinity, is from cubing up, not cubing up like Neph runes and stuff, but I go Lum and higher, because you get from lower Karas, you get a ton of Lum runes and stuff like that. Ko runes and things like that, and you can cube all those up to get the next rune to... What is this? Sun shining through the window over here. Unbelievable. Well, can't fix it now. Something must have shifted back there. I'll have to take a look at it some other time. D3 was cool, but they dropped the ball, says Andy H. Yeah, I don't know. I pre-ordered D3 and then it was a disaster. That's what a lot of people have heard my story, obviously. D3 at launch was terrible game. Just so bad. Don't know how much has changed. I played it for about 1 month and then couldn't do it anymore. Couldn't do it. It's too bad. Too bad of a game. Just not a Diablo game, that's for sure. Favorite spot for high runes? Oh boy, Mercenary just got wrecked. Whew. You guys are toasty over there. I don't know if I really have a favorite spot, to be honest. I mean, single player, I do players 8 LK off the bat because it's so easy to get them early on. You don't have to kill nothing, but beyond that, it's just I find them everywhere, whether it's ooh, a lot of high stuff with martial arts, and not the best skill to get on there, but 17 strength, 17 dex, 17 all res with a higher lightning. Only that was something different. I mean, martial arts, you don't really need cast rate, I guess, if you're doing martial arts, right? I don't know. It's kind of cool with the other stuff on it, I guess. I'll throw it up here, I'll decide later. One of them ones when I go to transfer it over to my character, I'll probably just toss out or something. You know how many pull runes you have gotten through cubing lums and such? Oh boy, no way of knowing. So, how many pull runes do I think I would have gotten in my lifetime cubing up from Lum? Probably 40 or 50 just in the last couple years. Probably. Like if you count between, since I started my channel. Obviously, I just have to be guessing because I never like... I don't have it here anymore. Click, click, click every time I cubed up to a pull rune specifically. But, Pac-Man says, yeah, trying to keep mix D2, D3, D4. Yeah, that's what I think they're trying to do. Like trying to mix the different Diablos together. Hopefully it works out, right? That's a lot though. Yeah, kinda. But usually I wouldn't like stop at that. I would cube all those together and keep going and going. But it wouldn't be like I cubed straight from Lum up to like low or something. But like, let's say I really needed a low, I found 4 or 5 Ohm runes, and I was like, well, if I cube, I have 1 Ohm rune, 1 Mal rune, 1 Ist rune, 1 Gull rune, 1 Vex rune, 1 Ohm rune, and I need a low. And I'm like, well, I could cube together all of these Lums and get this one, and then get that one, and then get this one, and it just like helps you get up to the spot, you know? That's more of how I would use it, usually. Martial art assassins stink. Depends who you ask, right? Depends who you ask. To be good, it's got to be pretty expensive to be like a really, really, really good one, but... You cubed 2 Jaws to upgrade? Yeah, I would not recommend. Highly not recommend cubing 2 Jaws together. Jaws, that one high rune that I like never find anywhere for some reason. I've honestly probably found more Cham runes in my life than I have Jaw runes. Probably not more, but I bet you I think it's the exact same number, like 4 or 5, like 4 or something. Fred says you shouldn't be able to call it Diablo unless Diablo's actually in the game. Well, they're setting up Diablo 4. That's Diablo will be the expansion. Right? Saffron says he played through Phoenix Strike. It was okay at best, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, and I haven't done, I have almost no experience, essentially, besides dabbling once in a while. But, it's not very good with budget gear, for sure, like playing through Martial Art Assassin. It's like, super endgame gear is kind of good, but budget's not that great, I think. Cody B said he's never found a Zod, Cham, or Sir, huh? Surrune's the one I find all the time. Always, that's the one all the time. More Sirs than Lows. More Low is probably one of the ones I find less frequently than a lot of other stuff. Like, less frequently than you would suspect, I suppose. Hank G says, happy Friday, everybody. Yeah, happy Friday. Micah says, back to slaying. I see any good drops today. Not yet. Just, I mean, I think I got a key is about it. So, just been, I've been on for a half hour now, actually, huh? How about that? Time flies when you're having fun, right? 162, y'all fine people. Make sure you tap that like button for me, too, while you're in here. Much appreciated. Oh, you slayers. Ooh. Are you planning to play D4? Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'll play it, make videos, stream, whatnot, all that good stuff. As long as I want to on it, pretty much. If I don't want to do it anymore, because I couldn't imagine making videos and streaming and playing a game and chatting with people and streaming and stuff and not liking the game. You know, like, oh, this new game's coming out and it's supposed to be real popular, so I guess I'm gonna stream it. You know, I couldn't imagine doing that, so maybe I'd come back to D2R probably, I guess, if I didn't like D4. We'll have to see, so. not boxing myself in, not painting myself in any corner. Oh, 5 to shockwave helmet. For that shockwave druid, right? Interesting. I think I actually already have a 5 shockwave, and not to mention that new rune word, unless they change it, is gonna have like 9 to you could have up to like 9 to shockwave, right? So what's my magic find? Great question. It's 300 something, isn't it? 319. Do I have a high expectation for D4? I have a not high or low expectations, but I like am going to have high expectations for it. If that's like, I'm not gonna come into it like, oh, if this game's not that great, it's not that big a deal or whatever. I'm gonna hold it to high standards, you could say. But right now, I'm not like, you know, putting expectations too high on what I think is gonna come from it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I reserve the right to play it as long as I want. Nailed it, Dustin. Nailed it. I guess it kind of doesn't make sense, but that's because I didn't say it right. Gotta make that shockwave druid right. Combine 2 different thoughts in that sentence. No big deal. Jake, well, finally caught the stream. Well, cool. Cool beans, dude. Glad you could make it in. Depending on where people live in the world, yeah. Sometimes it could be bad when I stream. For other people, it's real good, so. You'll be back. We're D2 for life. The racing Roy. Yeah, maybe. I couldn't. It's hard to imagine D4 being as good as Diablo 2, right? It kind of is hard to imagine, isn't it? What is going on with these lights? Hold on one second. That's really bugging me. Oh, gosh. Alright, I made it worse, I think. Made it better. Let's go. I don't remember. Okay, I must have reset it, cause here we are. Quick chair stream. Where's the printer? Right there. See this green sheet right here? You see it? Back there. I almost did a no green screen stream again, but I decided against it. I wanted to be professional today. Professional. Mutu said he's gonna watch me play and then decide if he likes it. There you go. Yeah, I don't blame anybody who's a little leery to purchase it and wants to, you know, especially with it being the cheapest one, 70, right? The standard version 70, so I don't blame you. 70 American dollars. Could be like 100 in other countries or something. None of those mid runes are even falling. When D2R first came out, it was so laggy to log in, says Andy. Laggy. I guess there was, what did they do? They did, are you talking about the whole, queue, the whole lines to get into the game?
Good to see you.
There were definitely some issues I do remember when D2R came out, so... I can't remember, because they put it in the queues because... Why did they put it in the lines? I forget. They must have had, like, crashing problems and stuff, huh? Can't remember for sure. It's been so long now, right? So long. Like a 2-hour wait, says Andy. Yeah, that wasn't right when Diablo 2 came out. That was a little bit after, but there was a reason they did that. I don't remember why. George A says, good afternoon, fellas. Yeah. Bill, what mouse do you use? I have a Razer Death Adder, so nothing crazy. Good old Razer. Wired, not wireless. I got the wired version. Calling a pull next run, huh? Wouldn't mind a little pull. That's what, never mind. No joke needed on that one. Writes itself. Oh, a lum rune. Let's go. Too bad I'm not keeping those anymore. I just said. They're just going to drop everywhere after I said I'm not keeping them anymore. George rocking the same mouse. Yeah. So yeah, you could watch my hands-free video and do it literally exactly what I did to be able to get it to reset and stuff, huh? Down to the Wire says it was because of server overload issues. Yeah, that sounds about right. I didn't know how to... Like, essentially that's what it was. I kind of knew, but I was trying to think of how to word it. I didn't remember if it was causing, like, rubber banding or, like, people getting dropped. But yeah, it was issues for the servers being overloaded, yeah. And it was kind of, I don't know, funny's not the right word, but we always joked about it, like, they put in those long queues and stuff, like the long lines to get onto the game, and they're like, oh, the servers are overloaded, so what is their solution? Don't let people play the game, and just bug people until they just stop playing, and then, yeah, the servers aren't overloaded when 1/3 of the amount of people are now playing the game that were before. Good work. Number 4 million in queue, yeah. Where's the pull rune at? Ah! What's the lowest rune you'll grab? Lion, it used to be Lum, but I just decided that I was sick of grabbing Lums and cubing them up, so now the lowest one I'm going to grab is Lem. So. Racing Roy says they should sell fast passes to get in. Coal chamber. Why'd you just say coal chamber? I mean, I know the band, but out of context, I don't know why you just said that, Ants.
I can't carry this secret.
I must maybe I missed a comment or something somewhere. George says pull rune or L runes are actually good. Yeah, 1/6 of the runes that you need to make Breath of the Dying, right? Where's the music? I just got some Disney music, or Disney music. Someone said something. I read like half of a comment that said something about Disney. Just decided to go with the Diablo music today. A little more chilled out or whatever, you know. I've been rocking the strictly rock music for like every stream for quite a while, but I usually switch it up, or you know, I switch it around and stuff. So, I mean, who doesn't like some Diablo music, right? Merc doing more work than you are? Yeah, it's a little bit of both. He's definitely putting in work for sure. Should play some Disney music? Nah, I'd get copyright hit. Besides the fact that, no. Do you feel like single player is getting enough love from the developers? Getting enough love? Single player? I mean, I don't know about wording it that way. They're not going to do a lot for single player, really, because their ROI is not going to be there, you know? Like, most people don't buy the game to play single player. people play together online, you know. And I'm not saying there isn't a contingent of people that love playing single player, obviously. But I think from all my interaction with other people and stuff like that, I pretty confidently can say, I did hear a chime, but I don't feel like going back and get it. I can be pretty confidently saying that a vast, like 90% of people play online, and they don't play single player. They knew something wasn't right. No music. Well, there's the Diablo music, right? Turn it up a little bit. Good old Diablo music. I don't know how loud it is on your guys' end, but I just turned it up a little bit more. But yeah, I just decided to switch it up, because who doesn't like Diablo music, right? And I'm sure not literally everyone loves the metal music I play, right? So still 70, 78, 80% of the time I'm going to play metal music, but I decided to switch it up a little bit. You should hit some level 85 areas, says Max. Calling it Griffins today. I've been plowing those things for so long. I guess the way I just worded that response is a little goofy, but I've been farming those 85 areas for so long. And I just decided, plus the characters I've been farming with, like I don't have an Amazon torch still, and I don't have a barb torch. So it's like, let's just get this done, right? Let's just get this done. Pac-Man says, haven't played Detour in a few weeks, but you popped in now, still watching Phil play. Appreciate you. Boy, I need a drink. I'm real thirsty. Player for a world record setting? I mean, I'm not 100% sure what, like, because you have the static maps and stuff, I guess, for like, single player is just better for magic finding overall. So if your favorite thing is to magic find and find rare items, single player's the best. So, ever tried PD2? Yeah, I actually played and made content videos on PD2 for like 6 months straight. That's all I did. But they like every single mod for Diablo 2, they just do too much. Because it's kind of like if you talk to any content creators, like I do on my Philcast, my podcast channel, link in the description. Everybody always has these ideas of everything that they want changed, and you know, when they have mods, they change all those things. And in my opinion, whenever people do mods, they just do too much. They just always do too much. So the first season of PD2 was cool. It was essentially like the first season of Project Diablo 2 was like everything that everyone wants for Diablo 2 Resurrected. And then they did season 2, and it was like, oof. They changed everything that was before, and then they changed everything else that hadn't been. They just changed way too much stuff, in my opinion. So, just my opinion. Other people love it, so other people love it. Any torch is fine. You just need resistance and stats primary, and light radius, of course. Yeah, but yeah, I'm rocking like a necro torch here on my barbarian. So it's like, I mean, I would love 3 to barb skills, especially for a shout barb or a singer barb like this, because those extra skills are like tons of damage relative to, you know. Oop, oop, oop. Railroad. Wesley said he wishes he'd go between single player and online. Yeah, that's definitely like impossible, right? Because on single player you can just dupe anything, you can hero edit things in, which I do love that you can use hero editor and dabble and test and experiment and try and unlimitedly respec on single player and all this stuff. But to take those same characters to online, I feel like it's not the right way to, like, I don't think that would work out at all. Do they still have stackable runes in any of these mods? Project Diablo 2, I assume does for sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't, not everything about the any of the mods that people make are bad. There's a lot of things I do like, but they do the things that I do like and want, and then they also do way more too, so. And that's the problem. They go, in my experience anyways, with all the mods, they go way overboard changing stuff. Like, way overboard. Yeah, I know there's different single-player mods and stuff. I've seen a couple people mention some stuff, but I don't want... I got into that a little bit with playing on single-player pluggy, and it just got to a point, and I don't want to get there again, where I'd fire up the game, and it's like, okay, inject this mod. Okay, now I want this. So then I got to start up and fire up and run this mod, and then you end up, like, you're having to fire up, like, 5 different mods on single-player because all these different little aspects that you want in the game, you know? And it's just... I would much prefer, obviously, all this, like, the loot filter, the extra stash tabs, a currency tab. We're just in the game, you know? That I didn't have to download 7 different mods to do it, and have a different Diablo 2 installation, because if you accidentally fire up your modded version of D2, you'll get banned online instantly, and, you know, stuff like that. It's just... Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for, right? Buff timers. Yeah, that thing's... I mean, I would be fine with that, I guess, but that's, like, so far down the list of things that would make the game more fun for, in my opinion, to play. Because I feel like the game just would be so much more fun with the currency tab and the extra stash tabs and stuff like that. Because nobody likes creating mules. Nobody likes transferring stuff over and doing all that stuff. And by eliminating things that you have to waste time to do that aren't fun, you can do things that are more fun. So it's, you know, buff timer. I've never. I don't think I've ever been like, man, I wish I knew how much longer was on my call to arms. You know, I don't know. I guess occasionally I would be like, oh, my call to arms ran out. I always say my CTA ran out. My battle orders ran out. But it's like, very small. There's a double key drop. There we go. We need some more of that. Get these key runs done faster. Some more double key drops. Noob question, when you CTA, how many you get for max everything? I usually do 2 of each. Somebody, I think I heard back like either before I started even making videos, maybe. I think I heard Dobronsky say that you should do 1. Do battle.
Not in town. Not here. Not in town. Not here. Not in town.
I don't remember. I always do 2 of each. I go back and forth, sometimes even more than that. But technically you're supposed to do like 1, then the other, then the 1, and then that technically would get the most. I forget. You should at least do the battle commands, because that raises your skill levels. And then do your battle orders. But I mean, it's a difference of like 20 health or something probably, so. Max's loot filter only is a problem because the game is based around players 1 loot. What would you say? What are you trying to argue there, Max? Are you saying that they should reduce the drop rates to players 1 only all the time? Not sure. Or were you just like pointing out something that you thought that we didn't know or something?
I can't.
Yeah, what Saffron said there, I guess. The plus skills, plus stats, plus skills for the longest duration. So yeah, battle command, battle order, battle command, technically. I don't know, I just spam it and then call it a day. If it doesn't come out perfect, I just say whatever. Phil, do you know about the, sorry, I'm sometimes I get behind on some of these comments over here, but Racing Roy, Phil, do you know about the missed rune word? I wasted my runes on it, bow and crossbow, but not all, I guess. I know of it. I've never done it before, though, so... Unfortunately, it sounds like you made it in, what, like a crossbow, and it didn't work? It only worked in bows or something? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Never made a miss before. Hey, there we go. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I mean, I could... Let me pull it up real quick. I can pull it up for you. Rune Wizard... Missed. I mean, it just says missile weapon, so it should be any bow and crossbow. As long as you put them in the right order. Cham. Yeah, let me pull. I'll pull this up for you. Cham, Shale, Gull, Thul, Ith. As long as you put it in the right order. Unless, it's only strictly bows and not crossbows. Not in your map bow. Oh, yeah. It's not gonna work in non-ladder. So, yeah, I missed that, too, if you had said that. It will only work in ladder or single player. So that is a good point. The only thing that I would say is, don't just, like, chuck it out or whatever. I think, I could be wrong, it depends. It depends how they do it, but when they transfer stuff over and they make you able to make rune words on non-ladder, see if it just turns into a mist. So, just, I don't know if it will, but just see, because when they transferred, remember when they first made the rune words and people made all the different rune words and stuff and they didn't work? And then they just put out a patch and all those rune words turned into the rune words, you know what I mean? So I don't know if that's how it would work again or not. So I would just throw it in just in case, because it is kind of expensive, right? So it may activate. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Saffron, but fingers crossed, don't really know. Yeah, because I think I think the way they worded it before anyways, the ladder only rune words, when they created new rune words, the old ladder only rune words would then be able to be made on non-ladder. Could be wrong. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I thought that's the way it was worded. But we'll have to wait and see, like I said. Dustin said he found out the hard way that Exile has to be in a Paladin shield. Yeah, for sure on that one. Yeah. Just found a Windforce. Was thinking about making a Boazon. Is it still good? Yeah. Yeah, Windforce is still one of the best bows to use for a Boazon. Yep. Whatever, we'll take him out. Soul runes, come on. The programmer should allow an item from exist in a bad form, so either it will auto roll or poof. Not sure what you mean by that, Fred. Maybe I'm just not smart, huh? Why do they lock rune words behind the ladder?
What you need?
Yeah, I seen some other people already answer, and that's pretty much, I believe, what they said, that it's to encourage people to play the ladder version, you know, so people don't just like play one ladder and be like, well, why would I play ladder again? Then I got to start all over, you know. They want to encourage people to take part in ladder play. I mean, oh, I got all these keys in here. I should take some of that out, huh? Yeah, I'm just not smart. Thank you, appreciate it. Well, nice knowing you, Snow Pro. Gonna have to ban you now. Goodbye. At least the keys are pretty even too, huh? I hate when you have like 9 of one and like 2 of the other. Like, ugh. Anyone seen a grandfather in D2R? Yeah, I've found at least one. Pretty rare item though. Pretty rare for sure. What torches do I still need? The most valuable, the ones that would be the most valuable online. I still haven't found Amazon torch or a barbarian torch. I keep finding all these sorceress and paladin torches on single player. That's all I keep finding. The struggle is real, my friends. The struggle is real. What am I gonna farm D keys with? I already have like infinite D keys, so Snow Pro, missed you guys already. I have like 40, I have like 30 something D keys already, so I got most of them, to be honest, with my corpse explosion druid that I did. I found like 15 keys in like one day with my corpse explosion druid. Oh yeah, Pap, I was messing around, yeah, about saying the most valuable. Yeah, they're the ones that nobody would ever want to get, and I'm like, can I please get a barbarian torch? Please. Amazon torch, please. Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, I have like 3 paladin torches, and I had a couple sorceress torches, and a couple necro torches, and obviously, like, what would be the odds or the luck of finding, like I did 7 torch runs, and I got all 7 of them, you know, like, just be crazy. Wish it had happened, but yeah, that did not. None of us know, but the programming deletes items that don't belong in that version of the game. Okay, I guess I kind of get what you're saying there, Fred. Yeah. That's how they get rid of all the dupe stuff or anything that's hacked or anything like that.
Greetings.
If it doesn't recognize the item code as legit or whatever. I think I finally get it. Jose Lean said he sold a 5-all res life small charm for 3 burr runes. Jeez. Yeah, it's crazy how rune value plunges like that from what I assume is duping. Obviously. Oopsie, sorry. I was trying to read some of these comments. I'm like losing my mind for a second. My bad. Someone should try for science. What are we trying for science? Mike Lamb says, what up, Phil? Hope you're having a good morning so far. It's going pretty good. Afternoon where I'm at, but good morning to you. Saffron said he tried unbending will in non-ladder, did not work. So, yeah. I guess you guys are seeing about those the ladder-only rune words. I do know that some of those, I made an unbending will in single player, so I know that works. Probably not what you guys are exactly talking about, but just in case anybody was wondering. Andy HA, if you're on single player, you can do anything you want, mod and all this stuff. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't personally. I don't really do any of the mods and stuff, but I get why some people do with the different. There isn't a true loot filter, but like name changers and stuff, and or people use hero editor just get the gear that they would like to try out for like a perfect build and do that kind of stuff. That's kind of neat stuff, but I don't really dabble around with none of that stuff really, personally. Oh wait, what was this item? No, trash, garbage. Why was I even keeping that? Yeah, I'm not sure personally. I thought they had said, and this was a long time ago though, and they could have changed their mind, or I guess it's possible I'm not remembering correctly. But I had thought they said when new rune words would come out, the old ladder only rune words would transfer. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't trust that for sure. I thought that's what I had heard though, but who knows, I suppose. We'll find out pretty soon, huh? Cornet. No good.
What you need?
George I read part of your statement there, and I was like, oh boy, where is he going here? The Dragon Ball Z reference. Now I get it. Ooh. Another key. Let's go. A lot of people online have circle cursors. Yeah, that's what it looks like on console. Yeah, if you're playing on PS5 or whatever, Xbox, blah, blah, blah. But we got this cool hand because we're the PC master race. Yeah, Snow Pro, if you're a brokey. I'm just kidding, obviously. Just kidding, just kidding. Yeah, you know what? We're getting after it all of a sudden. Phil decided to straight up get after it. The right playlist? Make sure I don't get banned here. Oh, totally not the right one. They moved him. They moved him on me. Scott, how's it going, my dude? Doing pretty good myself. Fred says, yes, sir. Blood Spirit. We gotta check it. Ethereal. Better not be good. Wow. Yeah, Mercenary does more damage than me. Kids are in school. We're all adults here. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is very true. You can have a circle on a PC too if you use controller. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I would definitely never want that circle. When you get this legendary gauntlet. Come on. Another Tal Rune. Tal Runes for days. Oopsie. Oh, G-Stacks. Yo, yo, yo. Three by threes keys go for Vex on ladder. Dang, yo. That's crazy. Why would anyone do anything except for farm keys? You can get a 3x3 keys guaranteed like every hour for sure, 100%. That's wild. Almost 100%, I should say. Oh, High Lord's best in slot aiming for almost any physical build. Well, technically, this barbarian does physical damage, so loophole. I know what you meant though. I'm just messing around. I knew what you meant. Mercenary barely does more damage than me. He does more damage on one person, yeah, and we're just going after one by one, so I definitely like stun most of the group around and stuff, and I do try to get him to target the one, you know, Countess or Summoner specifically. Oblivion said it takes me a few hours to get a 3x3. Alright, well. No, Nova Source is viable with Infinity, but no Griffins fill. Definitely viable. Definitely more than viable. It's still pretty good. With Infinity, but no Griffins. It's still really darn good, but Griffins does really set it off for sure. Like it does bump up to another level with that Griffins. But yeah, it's more than viable even without a Griffins. It's still really good. Who's more likely to drop keys, Neothek or the Summoner? I think technically Neothek. I think the Summoner, I mean, sorry. Neothek, I think, has the worst, but they're all pretty close. They're not, it's not like Neothek on players 1 drops a key like 1 in 100 runs, and the Summoner is like 1 in 20. It's not that much different. It was like, I think on players 1, the Summoner was like 1 in 21, and then Neothek was 1 in, I'd have to look it up again. I can't remember. But it wasn't off by a ton. No, they are different. Whatever Russian name that is, my apologies. They are different, but they're not off by that much. Yeah, it's like a couple of percents, or like the summoner was like 1 in 21 and the Neolithak was 1 in 23 or something like that. Like those, I don't know if those numbers are accurate, but something like that. But obviously people, and if you don't have a Nature's Peace, Neolithak can be way harder, not to mention you get the Blood Mana Curse on the way down that causes you problems, and you know, so Neolithak's just naturally is harder to get to. The Countess is the easiest, obviously, so the Summoner, you got a 4-way to try to find them, so oopsie. What's up with the Sorceress builds with Infinity as their main weapon? It's not really new, it's just people don't usually do it. Kind of unnecessary in my opinion, but people do it. It'll come a lot more towards the end of ladder, obviously, because it's pretty expensive to throw Infinity on your character and then still be able to have the good gear to get up to 117 to do a Lightning Sorceress, or really it's only 105 for Nova, right? But good old gold wrap. It's usually just done more towards the end of ladder. Ooh. Saffron said he went 2 hours from the Summoner with no key. I feel like I've done that before too back in the day. I feel like I have done that before. I can remember running for keys, and maybe not quite that much, but George says, what's the Blood Mana Curse? It is when every time you cast a spell, like right now Teleport is 17 mana. When I would teleport, it would, instead of using 17 mana, Blood Mana Curse causes you to use 17 life. So as you're teleporting through down to Neolithak, the Succubi cast it on you, right? I think it's the Succubi anyways. And, ooh. So as you teleport, your life's like chunk, 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 chunk. And it can be real painful if you are a Energy Shield Nova Sorceress going down to farm the Summoner. You have like 4,500 mana and you have like 250 health. It can be real painful, you know? So, oh, that is true, Saffron. Yeah, online, like you're probably players 1 difficulty 2, plus you put 4th way sometimes and things like that. That is true. Yeah. That is true. I kind of forgot about it. Saffron says people usually don't do it because you lose 5 all skills and a bunch of FCR. Yeah. But that is when you're actually holding the Infinity, you get the Conviction Aura and you get that minus 45 enemy lightning res. So that's kind of the argument for using it. I personally never do use Infinity. I've never, because of the cost of it, to make a new one specifically for your Sorceress, I usually don't do that ever. So. Curse looking like lines flattening out. No, it's something that's like spinning above your head, I think. I think? I can't remember. No Pro says can't play Infinity with no, or can't play Sorceress with no Infinity. It's too slow. Maximus says he plays Crescent Moon over Spirit. I use Crescent Moon once in a while. I usually just go Oculus, though, since I'm primarily magic finding. Like, obviously kill speed is kind of like awesome, but Isted Oculus, you get a bunch of res for your survivability. You get 80 magic find with an Isted Oculus, cast rate, a bunch of other things too. So, but I can see the argument specifically for Lightning, Nova, stuff like that. Yeah, Mike says it's actually up to minus 55. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly, because usually on Infinities, I never even pay attention to the minus lightning res, since it doesn't, when you make it for your mercenary, it doesn't matter at all, so I forgot what the range was or whatever, but it does matter, though, yeah, when you're using it on yourself, though. Have you ever done a solo self-found Barbarian playthrough using, not Warcry, using weapons? No, not. I've like started one, but I never. I got. Where did I get? Like Mid Nightmare, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not. No. Alright, time to transfer over all this gear I got on my other characters. Yeah, Barb's a tough one for sure. Tough one. I take that back, actually. The first character I ever played on Diablo 2 was a barbarian, so... First ever, I think. But that was 2002? Something like that, so... Hey Phil, how many keys did you get so far? I'd have to look. Maybe like 10 of each. Not quite 10 of each. I think I got like 8 of each. So, not going super quick. Not as fast as the ones from Neelithak. I'm not getting double key drops every other run or anything like that, huh? Oh, Maximus said he prefers the Crescent Moon and Spirit combo over the self-wielding Infinity, I believe. Will Infinity, or will Oculus proc the teleport if you block? I believe so. I'm not sure. I never really thought about it. I never have an issue, or I don't really care about the Oculus teleport thing. I know people complain about it all the time, but the only time it bugs me is when I'm Energy Shield Nova Sorceress and I'm tele-stomping people, and it keeps teleporting me away from the monsters. And I'm like, oh gosh, stop teleporting me away from the monsters. Like, I want to tele-stomp them now. So that's kind of annoying, but... yeah, I don't... oh boy, let's drop this light. It cracks me up when people say it kills them all the time. Like, the teleporting thing killed me on Oculus, and I'm like, why are you getting hit so much? If you're a Blizzard Sorceress, why are you constantly getting blasted and teleporting away into another mob? Like, if you're getting hit by monsters, you're not doing it right? Rough on hardcore, says Mike. Don't get hit. Nah, I don't generally play hardcore, so my opinions are always based on softcore, so... Bink said it bothers him for repositioning his merc, stuff like that. Yeah, it does teleport you away, but like I said, it doesn't happen hardly ever to me. Like, if I'm playing a character that I don't want to get hit, I don't get hit generally. I try not to anyways. And if it does, it has probably saved my life a ton of times because I YOLO around like this, tele stomp into the middle of a group, and they all swing at you, and only one of them hits you, the first one, and it teleports you away real quick, and you're like, whoa. If that wouldn't have teleported me away, my health just plunged down to like 1/3 left instantly. I probably would have been hit recovery locked, and I probably would have just died. I think it's pretty overblown, you know what I mean? I think it's pretty overblown. Remember, just my opinion. Just my opinion. I know that's a pretty touchy subject, so. Mike says, tele-stomping on hardcore can toss you into dolls and stuff, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like, not hardcore expert here, but you don't want to tele-stomp monsters a bunch. Yo, I just remembered how you make out with your no alcohol at January, says Bradley. I will be honest, not going to lie to people, I had a few drinks, like on the 29th or whatever. So, but I ended up, look at this, wasting away here, fellas. I'm getting too skinny. I did lose 6 pounds working out, trying to eat healthier, so I did go down 6 pounds, so I thought it would be more, to be honest, but I kind of was slacking a little bit. 6 pounds in a month is fine, you know, that's not nothing bad about it, but I was real back and forth, strict, not strict, you know. Then I was like, you know, I got sick, and then I couldn't work out, but then I like was sick and didn't eat, but then I was getting over being sick, but I lost some cardio, and then I was, you know, a bunch of excuses, but 6 pounds isn't bad. Isn't bad. I guess I gotta remember how old I am too, right? I must have missed, let's see up here. George says, Phil, if that's true, you wouldn't mind an ethereal griffin's eye then, huh? Well, I don't literally, well, the thing is, like I said, with a Nova Sorceress, you telestomp all the time. So, specifically with lightning builds, you do not want that. But I get what you're going with that. I don't literally never get hit when I'm playing a Sorceress. But you generally just don't want to, right? Don't get hit. Couple close enoughs on the No Drink January. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I could have gone another day or two. There was no reason why I couldn't have. So. Oh, Bradley Pope coming in with a Slayer ship. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting just that little thing of becoming a Slayer. Supports me, supports the channel, all that good stuff. Thank you so much, my man, Bradley Pope. You drink water, question mark? I mean, sometimes. Definitely. That's what we got. Got water with a sprinkle of lemon and lime juice in there. Oblivion says an Isted Oculus up a minute ago. Hard to beat for Magic Mind characters. I do agree. And since that's what I do all the time, it's tough to argue against, you know? Because then you generally, especially single player or even online really, you get a ton of Magic Find from your charms anyway, so you don't really need a ton everywhere. I usually just go, you're obviously going to have a Shaco on. Shaco, Isted Oculus. I usually throw on Enigma because it's so good, the skills and the life and the strength and the blah blah blah, Magic Find. And then between the small charms, I mean, you got like 450 Magic Find just without even trying, you know, so. Totally. Any inside scoop on the next Philcast? Yes, I recorded it yesterday, and I just got I don't really edit a lot, but I just record a quick 15 to 30 second intro just to kind of set up the, you know, like for this one, I'm going to be like, hey, just let everybody know the context. This is between the PTR for Season 3 and when it starts, so this is under those contexts. We don't know all the changes, so hopefully enjoy the conversation. So, the next one coming up is with Barricade. If you guys know who Barricade is, so does a very dedicated Twitch streamer. So, is your Smiter ready for Ubers? Not yet, but we're gonna put it together. Thank you so much, Thomas, for 5 months. Keep slaying, Phil, and by the way, happy birthday. What? You re-upped your membership, Tomas, as a Slayer, and then you gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Tomas. That means a lot. That's a massively 10 gifted memberships to some wonderful channel members. Psycho Nut got one, Legend, Skunk Ape, some people up in the chat, regulars. So that's awesome. Make sure you guys thank Thomas, and thank you so much, Tomas. You legend. Ooh. Thanks so much, my dude. Can't stress enough how grateful I am. Everyone's saying happy birthday, yeah. Just in case anyone not channel regulars, it's every day is my birthday, so. You don't need Shaco, Oculus, Enigma, Geeds, War Travs, get 500 without even trying, says Saffron. Yeah, I forgot about War Travs, yeah. A lot of times, I don't even throw on War Travs, because I'll, because of the other stuff, I make up resistances with Tri-Reses or something, but yeah, another 50 from War Travs, definitely. Are you horking keys? You actually can't hork the Countess and the Summoner, so. I wish, right? That'd be so nasty. Like, imagine sometimes you get like 2 keys and then you could hork the Summoner and be like, oh, I got 2 more keys. Ah! That would be so crazy. So crazy. Can you hork Neil attack? I don't believe so. I don't know if I tried or not, but I'm pretty positive you cannot. I think all these guys you can't. All these key droppers. Gino Tech said, just tuned in. Gotcha. Just tuned in. But no, I don't think you can. Fred says you cannot fork any of the key givers. Can't believe you turned down drinks on your birthday so many times last month. Yeah. Turned down drinks every day of my birthday. Can't fork bosses. Yeah, it's kind of weird because, yeah, bosses and then super uniques, the different way they determine what's what. Because you can hork like Pindle and Thresh Shocket, but you can't hork the Countess because of the way that they're classified or whatever. Sniffing hard on that nose. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, give me... Where's my... Oh, it's gone. Great. Never mind. I gotta clean up my basement. I think it's too dusty down here. I need to dust and stuff. I think I always get a stuffy nose when I come down here. My apologies. Where did those go? Oh well. Mold. No, it's not mold, it's dust. There's no... My house is super not like that. Basement's bone dry forever. Ah. Hostile, which base for Infinity? What base for Infinity I feel like is... It doesn't affect a whole lot, personally. Nowadays, you can... you could go Ethereal Thresher, Giant Thresher's good. It's, I think it's very minimal, though, to be perfectly honest. You can do it in, the Ethereal Man Catcher people swear by now, because technically it's, it's a super fast attacking base, and, you know, whatever, so... I would always go with an Ethereal base, and I would generally not go Colossus Volsh because the strength requirement's so high. But any of the other ones... Oopsie. Great Poleaxe, Thresher, Giant Thresher. I would just do it. Whatever one you can get your hands on the easiest, right? Fun fact, I never played anything but Barb and Assassin, says Fred. You never played anything but Barb and Assassin? That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, it's crossed my mind to get some sort of... Because I'm down here all the time, right? Obviously working slash playing, since it's kind of like both. Getting some sort of filter thing, and... But I mean, I don't know. Part of it is just because I don't have a... It's a non-finished basement, so you can only get it so clean, right? Like, you can't dust cinder block walls. Like, the rag would just, like, catch everywhere on the brick or whatever, the cinder block, so... I would almost need to, like, finish it almost to get it super perfect, but... Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad idea, Mike. I'd have to look into it. Vacuum the brick wall. Yeah, no, I probably should too. The whole basement needs to get cleaned up. The whole house needs to get cleaned up, really. It's not like a complete disaster mess, but, like, it's hard to explain. I don't want to go into the full details. Don't want to go into the full details. But yeah, I would love for my house to be all super picked up and well, never mind. Anyways, new topic. New topic. Burn it down. Ugh. So, that's my project after tax season, finishing my basement. I'm gonna do that planking floor and panel brick walls. You think? Yeah, after taxes, that's what we still gotta redo our kitchen floor. And I don't really have a plan on redoing the basement, but yeah, we're probably gonna get that snap together floor for our kitchen stuff. So it's definitely a good option for the basement though too, because it's all got like it's got a backing on it already to kind of separate from the concrete, so hopefully it wouldn't get as cold and stuff on the feetsies, and goes in pretty simple from what I understand. So what character do I want to do when I get griffins? I'm gonna go with a Nova Sorceress. I could do it now because we kind of talked about it earlier. Nova Sorceress is still pretty good without griffins, but it is better with griffins. It is certainly better with griffins. Certainly. Cineal says Javazon probably benefits the most from griffins. It definitely does for sure. Hard to say which one in my opinion. I guess more, but I wouldn't say you're wrong. The snap together floor is pretty easy if you've never done it before. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Something easy for someone who's never done it before. Zotted ethereal griffins. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Oof. I got enough phase blades. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Almost 200 people in here. Thank you guys so much. Make sure it's a little tap of the like button if you haven't done so already. Most of you probably have, because I know how much legends you guys are, but if you forgot, just tap that little like button for me. Java with Griffins and Infinity clears everything players 8 like it's nothing. Yeah, that is true. I have an idea. There's a type of video I want to do once I get Griffins, so I'm hoping eventually I find it here pretty soon. Before T4 comes out, I guess. But there's a type of video I want to do that I wouldn't have to have it, but it would just be better if I had a Griffins. With that extra faster cast rate and minus res and stuff like that, so. Yeah, Javazon is nasty for sure. You only have 65 FCR now, says Snowpro. Throw on a Griffin, Snowpro? Let's see. Griffins, Arachnids, Mesh, Krang's Gloves. That would be 65. You need a 20 FCR Caster Amulet for 85. And then 220. You could go Viper Magi too, that's a good point. I don't know why that slipped my mind. 2 rings with 10 FCR piece. Bam. There you got 105 for Nova. Perfect. But yeah, probably might have to go with Viper Magi, right? For that 35 right there. That's probably the way most people go, huh? I need an update on other changes coming. Nope, I haven't heard anything. Yeah, it was kind of suspicious how they said, you know, just to let everybody know, the rune words aren't the only changes coming to the next season, and then it's been like 2 weeks and you haven't heard. What is it? So it's 13 days till the reset, and they haven't mentioned a single thing about these other changes. no PTR for them, or no testing, or no asking what people think, and or nothing. Like, kind of sus, right? Ooh. Did I ever get into a real fight growing up? Ask the letter N. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I've been in a few in my day. Not like a braggy situation, but yeah. When I was like younger, I was really quick to tempered, as you could say, I guess. So, boy, I'm gonna end up with 7,000 RAL runes now. I already had more RAL runes than I did amethysts, and now after running for these keys, I'm gonna end up with 1 million. 1 million. I look like I did. Yeah, I was only ever in a couple as an adult. Not my fault though. Try to avoid, but I mean, when people just attack you, what you gonna do, huh? But definitely try to, and this was like, as an adult, I mean like low 20s or like 19, you know, like when, and it's not my fault, some other dumb 19-year-old or some other dumb like 18-year-old person or 20-year-old person just being a dummy, you know, type of situation. Fred, yeah, they should definitely create an Ogre rune word for sure. No, it's going to be a rune word that you can only make in Ogre weapons. And it's going to be called something Phil related. I can't think of anything interesting right now. What merc do I use? I got a Might Mercenary with Insight. Right? Yeah. Just an Insight, Treachery, like a pretty standard caster thing. What's the max on an Ogre Axe? It's actually 3, right? For some reason. I don't know why. It really is annoying that it's only 3 on an Ogre Axe, but yeah, it's only 3. So. Filibuster. Yeah, Sunil says you should make it 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some reason logically, lore, or not lore, but like, I don't know. That's just how they decided it, I guess. How they decided it. They should call it Mashif's wife. Yeah, probably, right? Give me one quick, like, 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Ugh, my apologies, bros. Allergies getting to me. Much better. Finally, he's gone. We're just trying to listen to this music, and this stupid bald guy won't stop talking. Ugh. Thanks, Oblivion. Appreciate you. Did you hit line? Did I hit line? Oh yeah, that's what I went to do. Wait, is that drugs? No, it's not what I did. I went and grabbed the box of Kleenex. I didn't know where it was, and when I walked around behind my computer, I could see it behind my green screen over there. Because I had my green screen down the other day. So... No, I know you're joking. That's why I said, wait, is that drugs? Because, well, it's like an inside channel joke, but... Had to be there that one day when I said it. Super funny. Oh yeah, that was someone said something about tweaking, but then the rest of the sentence made no sense. I'm like, you're talking about drugs, right? Because the sentence makes no sense. And it was a thing. It became a thing. Thul Ort. Oh. Remember what I was doing for a second. Bring back the printer stream. Really, a lot of people calling for the printer. They all want to see the printer again. That sweet, sweet printer I stole from work. There you go. You happy? That's it. HP. Let's go. Now, crap. Thanks a lot, fellas. I just dumped all my pens on the ground. Ugh. They're all over. I'm gonna have to pick them up now. It's always chat's fault. Come on, chat! This guy uses pens, yeah. I know, Snowpro, I'm sure you have some, a few $100s in technology. You always use like a $300 tablet or something to write everything on, right? I know how you are. You got some voice thing to whatever. Stone skin. I know how you feel about writing things down. Good old LOH. Do everything on your phone, right. Yeah, I don't like using phones. They're all, it's clunky. Especially when you can just go like this. And you're done. Yeah, I'm gonna go get these keys over to the mule. Some rune words. All right, let's go get the keys and a few things. Don't you guys have phones? Good point. Good call. Melee sets, rune words. Do I think the Broncos are going to do better next year? Or you think they're not going to suck? No, I think they're going to suck for sure, yeah. Sorry, bro. As long as they have Russell Wilson, I don't think they're going to be very good. Let's see if I got any room on that armor. Then we'll do keys and call it a day. Oh, Dwarf. Dwarf at Arms. Thank you so much for the Slayership, my dude. Appreciate you guys today, man. Sometimes it's a minute for the notification to come through. Thomas, always there to knock over the pens, but never there to pick them up. Right. 1447. This one's a lot lower. Get rid of that. We don't need that one. Ormuses. Fireball, lightning, meteor. I have a blizzard one, so finally came through. Once again, thanks so much, Dwarf. You legend. Ooh. Yeah, it comes in with the let's go. Using those emotes. Love to see the emotes. Spent time making them, so I love to see them. Move this stuff over here real quick. And then we'll get rid of the keys. Oop. Don't need that Gladbane. How many hours have you played Diablo Immortal before uninstalling? I played it for like a week or whatever. I don't know how many hours that would have been. Like, somewhere between probably 12 to 15 or whatever it was that week. What was I doing? Oh yeah, keys. Scott says call it a day. Time for G-Stack song. Not yet. Yeah, see, I got all these D keys. 36 of them, huh? Boy, I need to make another mule just for, you know, just because I have so many D keys here, huh? We'll just go like that, and then I'll put the rest here, and then maybe that'll be closer to even once I get there. Let's see, we got, not even, yeah, we got 10 of each at least. So 10, 10. That's not very many. That's only 3 runs. You need at least 12 to do 4 runs, right? Ugh. I always think I have a lot of keys, and I look at it and do the math. I'm like, oh yeah, divided by 3, so that's not that many, right? Why can't America compete in the Rugby World Cup? I don't know. I don't think anyone in America even plays rugby. Maybe a couple people. Didn't see the Ogre Slayer rune word. I might have missed it. It's possible, for sure. What? That's the second time today someone came in with a Slayer ship and then gifted 10 Slayer ships. Holy moly. Thank you so much, Dwarf, for 10 massive gifted memberships. Thank you so much, my dude. And everybody who got one, make sure you thank Dwarf up here. Beaker, Scott Peters, all the Marcus, bunch of sweets, Snipes, bunch of recognizable names there got memberships. Thank you so much, my dude. You Slayer, ooh, what a legend. Ooh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Means a lot, dude. It really does. Letter N up here says rugby's football but without protective gear. Yeah, kinda. I don't really have anything. I just haven't really watched rugby, that, you know, hardly at all. It is a little bit. I mean, they don't really run plays and stuff, right? It's more of a free for all. Like, it's more of like a hockey situation, how you just kind of go with the flow. Not really as much of like pause, run a play, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Rugby, but. Thomas says, alone we slay, together we slay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, totally. Where was I? So I solved my problem. I just made a ring with 100 FCR. Nice. Just hero edited in. Let's go. What's hopping on single player? Hope Sweet Phil Hall as well. What's going on, Chris B? Yeah, all's good here. Just farming some keys. Gonna do some torch farming eventually. Isn't there a female rugby league that's popular? I wouldn't know nothing about that, Sunil. They most definitely run plays. I mean, if you say so. I don't watch it, but I mean, I've never heard of a rugby play before, but I guess if you don't play or watch it, I guess. Yeah, why not? We'll take these mucks out. Gonna have to gamble in a minute too. We're gonna have so much money. Oop, that's where I'm going. Snipe says, thanks for the gifted membership. You beast. Ooh, beast. Lemrune. About time. I can't remember if I found some. Did I even find a pole maybe earlier? I can't remember, but finally a lem at least, right? Speaking of you, hold on one second. Where is it? Where is this one at? Oh no, I didn't name him. Never mind. Cool story, bro. Good job, Phil. At least a little Lemrune. We'll skip. Pretend I didn't say anything that time. Halfback and fullback? I think that's made up, Brian. That's football positions. Oblivion City thinks the most improved class this season is going to be the Boa. Yeah, I mean, with the, with that rune word giving them... Dude, I can't remember, what procs? Is it Vigor that procs when you... on striking or whatever? That's going to help out a bunch, right? Come up, up. Jeez. I can't click. Alright, forget it. They wouldn't move. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm gonna read chat now, watch what I'm doing. Ah! Good old typical Phil move. Burst of speed. There we go. Burst of speed, yeah. So yeah, I'm talking about, someone said fortitude, but I'm talking about the bow. That it's like a 5% chance on striking for burst of speed. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Burst of speed. Yeah, but the only issue with that is you're going to end up with, like, having to swap, like, several different weapons every run. I don't know how long burst of speed lasts. A few minutes. 3 minutes or something. Roughly the same as a call to arms, but, like, so on swap, you're going to have in your cube, like, a call to arms. So you'll, like, get your burst of speed procced, then throw on your call to arms, and boom, boom, battle order up, and then go out. You know, then swap to your main attack weapon, which is kind of annoying. Personally, I'm never going to do that. Too much work, but I can't get myself to, I cannot get myself to hold extra weapons in the cube and, like, swap them around and stuff. That's just too much for me. I know you can do it faster with the, what is it, you hold shift and just click and it quick sends it on or whatever, but it's just too much for me, right? Don't have to use call to arms. Yeah, you would, you don't have to, you're right, yeah. 'Cause that's what I ended up, with my Zoo Druid, I ended up just not using call to arms, because I decided I'd rather have Corpse Explosion, or I mean, the Telly Staff on there, because, I was doing it like a budget version, so... Well, I mean, Call to Arms kind of undoes the budgetness of it, I guess, but... Why wasn't I using Enigma again? I don't remember why. I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember the build fully now that I'm thinking about it. Can't remember. Woo! How can I find a Burroon? Kill lots of monsters. Pretty much the only device I can give you. Hey Phil, is this single player? Yep. John M, this is single player. Yep. I gotta stay hydrated. Gotta take another drink. I almost drank this whole thing already. No, Big Mac, you can't hoard keys, no. M. Slocum. There is an armor. There is Corpse Morn that has Corpse Explosion, but on that build I was using Bone Hue, so I can't remember why I didn't have. I don't remember. What was I using for the armor? That I didn't have I didn't have Enigma on. Maybe it's just because I made it as a budget build, so I decided not to use Enigma. That's probably why. Why am I playing offline? I play offline a lot. Yeah, people do kind of ask me that all the time, but there's just a million different reasons why magic, like if you enjoy magic finding, like finding rare items is the thing you enjoy doing, finding runes and stuff like that, finding the stuff yourself and playing the game instead of just like finding one like item and trading it for this and trading it for that and having this given to you and that given to you. Single player's like where it's at. Static maps, everything guaranteed, solo self-found. Like you don't have people trying to like dropping stuff on the ground or killing the monsters for you. You gotta do everything yourself. You can set the players count. You don't have to necessarily share drops with people or find people to play with. You can pause the game. There's just like a million different things that makes single player like way better than playing online. Oblivion's going to go for an hour run right now. Good luck with that, Oblivion. It's quite a long time. 1 hour run. Quite a long time. Bulbasaur says the best part, single players re-rolling maps to get a perfect map. Yeah, that is pretty darn good, right? Did I watch The Last of Us? No, whatever. Is that on Paramount or is that on HBO Max? I can't. Whatever it is, I don't have it. I don't remember, but I never played the game either, and I didn't watch it. I'm not watching it, no. I mean, it sounds cool and everything, but nothing against it. I just don't have it. Small says, yeah, single player and online both have their unique aspects, charms, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I definitely, you know, I kind of prefer the benefits of single player quite a bit, but ever watched Manifest? First few seasons, like 5 seasons. I watched a couple of them, but I didn't watch all of them. No Pro says a person a few rows up from you say your sister was watching Manifest on the plane. Oof, come on, bro, can't do that. That's funny. I beat the game in 2020 on PlayStation Now. Says George. Beat the game. I think that's another one of those ones I mistakenly read too long ago. Good old Crown of Thieves. 195 roll. Bunch of gold find. But yeah. Big Mac says heard that D4 is gonna have a lot of things like D2, like charms. I don't know if I can't remember hearing about charms specifically, but they're obviously gonna mix in a bunch of stuff to make it kind of like D2, somewhat. George up here a minute ago said pretty good first episode talking about Last of Us. I did hear that everybody loved the first episode of Last of Us, so yeah. Best single season of any TV show, says Oblivion, says, was Spartacus. Another one I never watched that one before. Soul Rune, lame. Lame. Any advice you can give for faster load times in D2R? There are some tricks and stuff. Like I've heard about the whole unpacking thing. But it takes your game it takes your game from taking up like 40 gigs and makes it take up like 700, something crazy like that. So, but pretty much you can, one thing that'll make it go faster, if you take your frame rate and go uncapped, it'll go the fastest that it really can for some reason. I don't know why, but like a lot of computers can't handle it uncapped. Even mine can't handle it uncapped if I'm streaming at the same time, because the streaming and the playing at the same time is too much for my kind of garbage GPU that I got. So Fred says Scrubs, bro, epic comedy. Yeah, me and my wife had never seen Scrubs before. We just watched the entire series over the last couple of months, like one episode here, one episode there. So yeah, Scrubs is pretty cool for sure. James says Stranger Things. Yeah, Stranger Things is pretty cool. Pretty cool one too. You wouldn't usually think like watching a show with a bunch of little kids and teenagers would be cool or whatever, but I mean I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, Ice Kang's coming in with a $6 super chat. What a beast! What a beast! How about it, Philip? Did you slap that Zod in your Ethereal Griffins yet? Get out of here. No, I wouldn't do that. If I... Jeez, I don't know what I'd do if I found Ethereal Griffins on single player. That clip would get like 10,000 views, though. Of me just freaking out. Alright. But thank you so much, Ice Kangs, for the $6 super chat. My man. Ooh. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Oop. Oopsie. Yeah, the uncapped is crazy. See, I'll try to I'll slide it up to uncapped and we'll just see what it does. Because if I ever try to do this before, it melted down whenever I tried to do something. So far, so good. Can't you slash FPS and it puts it up in the corner? There we go. Yeah, it still is at 60. Oh yeah. I forgot it was uncapped there, and then down here I did target 60, didn't I, or something? Maybe it won't happen until next game, but it still just says 60 up here. Maybe it won't change until next game or something. What GPU do we got? A garbage RX 6600 Hellhound, which it's an 8 gig AMD card. I just really I used to have a 1650 Super when D2R came out, and it just literally would get super choppy all the time. So turn the VSync off. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Good call. Good call, Saffron. Nailed it. I forgot about that. Oopsie. Now it's going up 130 or something. Now it'll start getting laggy. You'll see. Everyone's like, sweet. I'm glad you made it. It's gonna make it more choppy. We'll do one with the uncapped here, with the over 100. Not looking too crazy yet. You get a little fire in there, it starts lagging a bunch. Shape shifting. But yeah, technically, I think see how fast that loads with uncapped? It's so crazy how fast it goes. Love the Philcast. Appreciate it, Jazz. Man, like, you see how fast that is? Jeez. If only I could run it uncapped all the time. But it just will not. It just won't. Oh my, did you see? And I know between these areas, it almost doesn't even show the loading screen. It's insanity. It's insanity. Another key. Did you get a new rig or something, Phil? Not Stunner, not for a long time. I had to upgrade this a little after D2R came out because it my computer just couldn't. I was streaming D2R with a 1650 Super, a 4 gig card, and editing and stuff like that. So it's yeah, I just had to upgrade. Saffron says a high-end system with high refresh rate monitor runs it fine. Yeah, and even this, if I wasn't streaming, I could go uncapped, max settings and everything, and play D2R perfectly smooth. But to stream it too, it's too much. Even when I'm playing, like, you guys seen it was a little bit laggy on the stream. On my screen, it doesn't look choppy at all, even uncapped like that with what I have. So, like, everyone else, if they had an 8 gig, like, reasonably new card, even if it was kind of a budgeter one, like this 6600 Hellhound, you could buy now for $220 or something like that. I think it is now. But I paid way more than that because I bought it. I had to buy one during the middle of crypto boom, so that was disastrous. But oop, clicked on the wrong waypoint. You're one of my favorite D2 streamers. Keep up the good time. John M, appreciate it. That's very kind of you to say. Very kind of you. Saffron. Sadly, better settings still won't help you find a Griffin's. This guy over here. Man, getting a key every time now. Let's go. I didn't think I went into the settings. What happened there? Oh yeah, Snow Pro 1080 Ti. Yeah, you got it. I mean, with you, I can't believe you should go get yourself a 4090 about now. Tell you what, 4090s are all back in stock. Go pick yourself up one. Chump change right there. I wish I would have bought that 4070 Ti the other day, to be perfectly honest. I really wish I would have. There was an open box return at Micro Center, and I waited like 5 minutes thinking about it, like, ooh, should I really? Oh, it's still like $600 and something, like even open box return. Ugh. And then I didn't do it. And it was gone within minutes, so get a 4090, yeah. Yeah. Drop $1,800 or $1,600, 18 and whatever it is. Ugh. Can't do it. Not to mention, there's no sense in buying a monitor like that when I have a 60 hertz monitor, you know, because so then I'd have to buy 144, which is another $200, and then, you know, my CPU would be the bottleneck, so I'd have to buy a new CPU, and I wouldn't have enough. I'd have to buy a new power supply because it couldn't handle it, you know. You end up dropping, you know. So I did the math and I looked it up. A 4070 Ti only uses, I think it was like 20 more watts than my 6600 I have right now. So I think I would actually be perfectly fine with even my power supply that I got. I know SnowPro, you were talking about that the other day. Unrelated, but that just popped into my mind. Does changing the player's difficulty increase magic drops, or is it just the rune drops? What it does, it sounds like I'm trying to explain it in a more complicated manner than it needs to be, but really with turning up the player's count decreases the no drop chance, because every time you kill a monster, it randomly decides if it's going to drop an item or not, and the higher player's count, the more likely the monster will drop an item. So just for obvious reasons, the more items that drop, the more chances that an item dropping will be a good item, like a rune and stuff. So, oh yeah, you're right, SnowPro. But I don't think I'd have to look up the numbers again though. But I looked it up on PC Parts Picker or whatever. You know how you go in there and put in your system and put in stuff, and if it said it would be fine. So, and what's the rule of thumb? You don't want it to be over 70% of the max power of your PSU or whatever, right? Is that about what it was, or I can't remember exactly. And like you kind of said before, power supplies aren't really that expensive either, too. So, yeah, because I could buy a 750 easy for, I think there was one on Micro Center today, open box return for $68 for a 750. So, a 750 watt power supply, so an extra 100. Yeah, because that's the main thing, or not the main thing, but one good thing about these new generations of PSUs, they have really low power draw relative to their power. Because like a 3070 is like, and there's a few other good things too, but a 37 or a 4070 it's a slightly more powerful than a 3090 Ti or something like that, but it draws like 100 less watts or something. Like the wattage on them is not as high as it would think, but that's a good point, Saffron. Yeah, I do need to look into that. It's I'm obviously, I haven't looked at my PSU in a hot minute. Like, besides knowing how many watts it puts out. It's a semi-modular, but it's from a few years ago, so I gotta I would have to look into the connectors, make sure it's not changed up. Incredible brand, yeah. Yeah. The thing, and I don't know if this would change your opinion or whatever, SnowPro, or if it matters, but I mean, all the open box returns to Micro Centers still have full warranties and everything, so they, who knows how good they actually test them. I think, I don't remember if you said you worked there, or did you used to work somewhere else, but, yeah, I mean, they test everything to make sure that everything is functional, and they still have all the Micro Center and factory warranties, and I could return it within a month too from when I bought it, just like as if you bought something brand new. So yeah, I mean, it's, yeah. Ah, gotcha. Gnomsky said he thinks Seasonic makes the Corsair PCUs. Yeah, I don't know. The one I got now is like I think it's like the Micro Center brand power supply, so it's like Power Spec or something. That's what I've been using for, I don't know, did I build this computer 3 years ago now? So, I bought that power supply open box return. So, I guess it's one of those things, I don't know. If you have a bad story about it, maybe you wouldn't do it, but I don't know. Oh yeah, Mikkel, I have like 37 D keys already from running in before, so I don't need any more D keys at the moment. I was in a similar situation. Evo up here says, with buying an overpowered GPU for my rig, I found a 3080. Now everything bottlenecks the GPU, and I got a personal heater. My computer is always 67 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just go by how many I added up the watts that my computer uses. It's only like 60% of what my PSU can put out. PC Parts Picker said it, you know, okayed the build or whatever. You know how that website works if anyone's ever used it. So I don't know. Saffron says the 40 series have a new connector that none of the PSUs have, so you got to get an adapter. All right, yeah, I'd have to look. I'll store that up here and keep that in mind. I never, between all the, I've probably watched 40 different videos on the 40 series GPUs. I've never heard that there was some huge issue with not being able to connect at all. But it might be, I don't know, I guess maybe just because they're like experts and they have everything, they just overlooked that normal people wouldn't. Or something? I don't know. Man, I'm getting a key like every time now. What's going on? Million tail runes as well. You want your load temps to be like 50? What, I wonder what mine are. Pull this up. What are my temps at? Let's look into this real quick. Where's this stuff at again? Performance, probably. 97 Celsius? Is that a good temp on my... I'm kidding, obviously. Current GPU temp 49. So, yeah, we're golden. 97. Boiling water. You're right. No, I was just kidding. It was at 49. Evo up here says they come with an adapter, so it's not a huge deal. Till they melt. I've watched at least 5 different videos on the melting connector thing for the series. They were only on. It only ever happened with the 4090s because they draw so much power, but also that would only happen if you had to push the connector in until the connector snapped. But because of a little bit slightly poor design, if you had the connector tilted all the way to one side and pushed it down, the connector would snap, but it would be off center. You know what I mean? And snap on the one side, and then it could short and melt. Is what I seen. Jay's 2 Cents did a video on it, and Hardware Unboxed, and several other people of the big dogs. So. Snow Pro about had a seizure. Yeah, no, I was kidding. Squeaky says that CPU probably bottlenecking, and yeah, I have everything set up now. I don't know about when I was actually playing earlier, but right now I have it set up to where pretty much under normal, like when I'm just standing here. Well, the thing is that this fire on the waypoint actually eats up processing power. Like, I just dropped down here and my GPU went from 75% utilization and it dropped down to like 50. And my CPU went from 50 to 40. So, but I intentionally have my settings in OBS nowadays after I finally figured out how to do something, because I'm a dummy, to where, yeah, I don't bottleneck anything, but I had to turn down certain settings and set this setting this way and that way to get the best quality stream while also not bottlenecking everything, so. Don't use any auras. You'll get better FPS. There you go. No auras. That is true. Stay away from this right here. Stay away from this right here. Don't go run shank. Don't go to any waypoints. Way better FPS. Titan Smasher recently finding sub to you through the algorithm. Watched a ton of D2R content videos on YouTube. Greetings from Hungary. Appreciate you. Thanks for subbing up, and glad you enjoy the video and stuff. How many griffins has everyone here found in D2R? You found 6 of them, all P1. Says Max Hunter. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I have not found a single griffins on D2R since it came out. I play once in a while though. Channels like J2 Cents and stuff have what with the 50 top end GPUs in boxes. Oh, I see what you're saying. I can't read very good. Right, yeah, they just send them all these GPUs and they're like, we haven't even tested this $2,500 GPU yet, and we haven't even looked at it. And yeah, press G. There you go. Does it tell you the FPS when you do it in here? Oh, it does. Look at that. I wonder if I uncap the frames, I could farm faster like that, huh? Yep. Boy, that's painful, though. That's painful. Grindy said, never found a griffins. Haven't found any high runes either. Oof, that's unfortunate. Gotta keep plugging away, right? Unofficial says, phone's about to die. See you later. Don't forget to keep slaying. Alright, peace out, dude. Get that. Find a charger. Get that thing plugged in. Psychonaut must have left and came back. Still at it. Yep, still at it for a little bit. 2:30. Got a little bit more time. Been on for 2.5 hours. Yeah, for me it's a long time, right? Other people stream like 6 hours a day. Somehow, don't know how they do it. I don't know how. No pro, get out of here. Doesn't know how to boil water. This guy. I think, did I forget to run the Countess on this one, or the Summoner? I might have. Other key. Another Gothic shield. We'll just leave the tall. I don't even worry about it. I'll double check real quick. I think I forgot to run out here. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. Oh, definitely already came out here. Max said he found his first 2 Griffins were anti-perfect. Nice. Saffron's got a laptop that can barely run D2R, and it runs no better in legacy mode. I'll take your word on it. Plus, it pains my eyes to play in legacy mode nowadays. I feel like on here, It looks even worse than old Diablo 2, like the old mode, you know. Not to mention though, for a long time on like, it's part of what I talked about earlier, how I had all these mods for single player before, and I didn't want to do that again. I actually had a mod that like had these different shaders or whatever, and it was like it was called an HD widescreen mod, so I could actually play old school D2 in the widescreen, and it smooths some stuff out and things like that. So I played D2 on a 15-inch CRT monitor. No. I'm talking like 2 years ago. I you know, I had that HD widescreen mod that I played with, so that could be skewing my memory or whatever you want to call it. Well, Tomac, that sounds good. Drink, drink, drink. I do need to stay hydrated, right? When's the next whiskey stream, huh? Not sure, not sure. I've been meaning to, even though it's dry January is over, I don't want to go too crazy. I have been, there was one day that I had a few different drinks, and, I remembered how much different, you know, over January I was feeling a lot better, so I don't know. Do like having some drinks though, but I do like waking up and feeling good though. So tough call, right? Tough call. Go crazy on Super Bowl? Yeah, to a point. I feel like, I mean, unless I'm drinking like you said, whiskey or something, I feel like I can't even go crazy. And when I go out places, I don't like drinking, like liquor, really. What's going on here? Pixel art. Saffron says pixel art looks better in a CRT. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played D2 in so long on a CRT. Obviously, I had my YouTube channel playing on this exact monitor, and everything is what I'm referring to. So, but I did play windowed mode, so maybe that could be it too. Like it's just on here, it's just getting stretched out. You know. Getting after it. Boy, the mini-map looks goofy as heck. Yeah, this is good. This is fine. This is fine. And we'll see. We can upgrade that to Colossus Sword if it rolls crazy, which it never does. Am I ever going to stop being scared and play Apex? Probably not, no. What do you got going in the Super Bowl? Rooting against Mahomes? I'm not rooting against Mahomes. Told this story a few times on stream that I have this fantasy playoff thing that I'm in, and part of it, you actually draft the players. It's different from a regular season-long fantasy, and it's not daily fantasy. It takes a long time to kind of explain how it works, but the way the draft fell, I ended up getting a bunch of Philly players. So I kind of want Philly to just go ham bone, because then I can win money. But I don't really have a preference on either one, like emotionally in any way. So oh, the trash talk can begin. All in good fun, obviously, right? All in good fun. What do you think about full Meteor Sorcerer's build? Usually I'll use Meteor, but I usually use more, like it'll be Fireball Meteor if I go with a Fire Sorceress. Fireball Meteor, and then I end up using way more Fireballs, really. I almost don't use the Meteors at all, just because they take too long to come down, and so it makes it difficult to aim and to hit and stuff, so. Football should have been named Throwball. But there's that once in a while, there's a kicker who kicks the ball, so foot, with their foot. So that makes perfect sense, right? Should have been called tackle ball. M Slocum says messing with a man's money will mess with a man's emotions. Yeah, it's not that much money. It was, you know, it was $50 to get into, so it's not anything crazy. But obviously, I would like to win a few $100s, right? I never play any. I never get into anything. I don't do like a $1,000 fantasy league or anything like that, you know. I almost didn't do this, but then my friend he messaged me about it, and then I was like, I don't know, dude. And he's like, you sure you don't want to do it this year? And I was like, all right, fine. No love for hand egg. It's perfect. I did see that, but I wasn't sure 100% what you were referring to. So I'm kind of getting in the habit of, like, if I don't understand a comment, I like pre-read the comment real quick, and if I don't understand it, I don't read it. Everyone tries to mess with me with their comments sometimes, so it's you know. Hank says, fun fact, when American football was invented, throwing the football forward was not allowed. It was added much later. Very controversial. There you go. Yeah, it's called football because you're always running with your feet. The only thing that you can run with, right? Run on your hands, but makes perfect sense. Ooh, James won a $1,400 league this year. Auction league. So you got $1,400 to first or whatever. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Yeah, I did not do so hot this year. Did not do so hot. Losing my touch. I used to be nasty at fantasy football, but now I just donate money, I guess. Snow Pro said he'll take what it was called in Gears of War, or the similar thing in Gears of War, Thrash Ball. Yeah, it's an alright name, I suppose, huh? It's an alright name. Thrash Ball. Kind of cheesy, maybe, but... Am I going to pre-order D4? Well, yeah, I already pre-ordered D4, yeah. Being in my position, it's kind of mandatory, huh? Not literally, but kind of. So. Cheater ball. Who's the GOAT quarterback in my position? Jared Goff. No, I mean, it's so hard, like... I mean, it's hard to argue with Tom Brady's championships, right? Tough to argue. I would usually, to be honest, I think in different situation, like Peyton Manning, in my opinion, yes, my opinion, but Peyton Manning, just how he was like coach on the field, calling his own plays and stuff. Oblivion says, did you see the First Thing First video where Tom Brady had Aikman, Marino, and Montana's career all in one career? I did. Well, I mean, I see it on like a meme on Facebook or something summarizing that essential point. But yeah, he had 3 Hall of Fame careers all in his one career. But Jared Goff helped me win $1,400. I got him so cheap I could spend like a mad everywhere else. Yeah, that worked out for you, huh? That worked out for you for sure. Did I do this already? No, well, it's short enough. I'll just teleport out real quick, and I did not. Good. What? Large charm. I'll ID it for you, fellas. I know how much you guys like me identifying large charms. Schwinn, what's going on? What's going on, Schwinn? I thought about you the other day, actually. I was like, thought about people who used to watch me on Twitch, and now I see them on YouTube sometimes. What's going on, my dude? Yeah. Alright, I'm back, fellas. Had to do a little, chat up with the wife real quick. That amazing, wonderful lady that I married. I was lucky enough to marry. But yeah. Always lurking, my friend. Appreciate you. Yeah, always lurking. I got you. That was my preferred way to watch streams as well, so. What's with the Tom Brady hate? I didn't say. I don't know. Maybe I missed some comments other people did. Not a Tom Brady hate from me. It's kind of a Peyton Manning fan, right? Is Barb a good ladder starter? It can be. It can be a little bit tough, but can be a little bit tough sometimes. The playthrough tough. Get carried a little bit by your people. Say tough a lot, huh? But a lot of people like it because then you can go run Trav and then item find Trav, and it's, you know, the item find skill is so nasty. So you got to have a good plan ready to go for a barbarian. What character great for upcoming season? Can't go wrong with a Blizzard Sorceress, right? I like Nova Sorceress. Necromancers are good with the corpse explosion. Kind of the same old stuff, you know what I mean? So, Philly, will you do a plunger stream? I don't even know what a plunger stream. What does that mean? What does that mean? Bulbasaur said he'd give Schwinn a membership, but they're all random. Yeah, that is one cool thing about Twitch, that like I could just go boom 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 and give someone a membership, or, you know, someone can gift the membership to somebody. That's a pretty cool. It's kind of like a pretty cool community aspect thing too. Like if you know, someone jumped in here and I could just give like somebody a membership, another streamer or something. Kind of a fun community thing. Or NFCR, couple little resistances, 40 to life. Nah. I got enough. Saffron, wife standing there holding the power cord. No. I don't know what a plunger stream is, but it sounds weird to Snow Pro. Yeah, that's what I got out of it too. I wasn't sure. Will you become a D2 and D4 channel, or are you like D, or if you like D4 enough, would you quit D2R? I guess I would. I honestly, I couldn't envisioning liking D4 so much that I just did that all the time. But I am definitely gonna stream it and make videos about it when it happens. But finally got a double H key drop. Couple double keys, yeah. Love it. Nice double. Always like two at one time, right? Always like two at once. Yeah, Saffron. That's exactly what I thought. Good for level 20, but requires level 60. Yeah, I literally looked at it and I was like, and then I seen it was level 60, and I was like, never mind. And there's no argument I could make for that. Gnomsky says Brady was only hated because he was successful. That's not the only reason. There's obviously Deflategate and stuff. And, you know, how he, like, destroyed his phone so they couldn't look on it and stuff. I mean, Do I think that he would have never won these championships if they didn't take some air out of the ball? No, come on. But, I mean, that did happen, right? So, grab the... There was some other... Didn't they get caught? The team? I don't know about Brady. The team. Wasn't there something else, too, besides Deflategate? Oh, Spygate. All the gates. All the gates. You doing Ubers today? Not today. No. I'm not going to get enough keys and stuff. You know, I got another probably half hour, 40 minutes max to stream, because I have to go pick my daughter up today and stuff, so. Yeah, what Jason M up here said a minute ago, that the controversies didn't help the Brady hate either, yeah. Jazz Plum says, I was in one of your streams. Some dude came through balling and gave a free subs out and multiple $100. Yeah, that was a crazy day, Jazz. That doesn't ever happen. Usually. That never ever happened. Like, that was never happened before, never happened since. It was just a crazy day. So. Is Tom Brady staying retired? I think this time he is. He's so old, right? Andy, all sports are pre-scripted. I don't know about that. I don't agree with that. He ain't cheating, he ain't trying. Right, Oblivion? If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby. You just can't get over how extreme his plastic surgery change was this off-season. Another few years, and he's gonna look like one of those weirdos. Yeah, there was a little bit of change there, right? A little bit of change. Yeah, people with that plastic surgery, people never know when to quit. They never know when to quit. Right, yeah, Flo. Sorry, it's I'm getting a little behind in the comments, but Flo Ka, yeah, it said they got caught filming other people's defenses. So. Tomax says doesn't know why people get Botox and plastic surgery. Try not to look old, right? Well, the thing is I bet with that stuff, I'm not a Botox expert. Shocking, I know. But look how smooth. I got a Botoxed head to keep it nice and smooth. But get a head lift. They pull the skin back to keep it tight. But anyways, I bet you when they first get it, I bet you the first time they get Botox, a little bit right here, maybe a little right here, I bet you it works effing great. And they're like, whoa. And then from then on, they're hooked. They get it done and done and done. But if you get it done more than a couple of times, it starts looking rough. That's what I bet it is. Not an expert, but that's my guess. Jameson said he found a Mang song last night. Pretty crazy. I wouldn't mind getting one of those myself, but congrats, my dude. Oh, unit physical. Cool story. Real good theory. Yeah, I mean, I would assume that's how it would go. Yeah, and that they just don't realize it keeps making them look worse after a while. How do I get the head so shiny? I take showers. That's what I mentioned this before too. My head is shinier right after I take a shower. Like, let's say like tomorrow morning I stream before I take a shower. Excuse me, before I take a shower, it won't be this shiny. I don't know why. Like, if my head's oilier, it's less shiny. Don't know. I'll just keep my head back like this. It's only when I tilt my head down does it shine like that. Keep it up. Keep your chin up. You make it sound like a really hardcore drug. Talking about Botox? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I mean, it is. It's a drug, right? Botox is pure poison. Pure poison. Oh, didn't mean to shout them all away, but... What? Is he immune to physical again? Oh. It's a champion. Get out of here. I don't need the hotel room. Psychoness says Botox is crazy stuff in addition to the stuff you're talking about. It can be used to freeze sweat glands and treat migraines. Yeah, I know there's definitely other applications. I guess I didn't know all those, but obviously the anti-wrinkle one is the one everybody hears about, right? Yeah, Snowpro says cosmetics are weird, especially among the rich and the famous. You're around all these people who are cosmetics up all the time, and it looks normal. Freaks me out when I see dudes with those perfect teeth. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Jeez, I don't know how you could talk yourself into I mean, I guess if everyone's getting facelifts around you, and you're some dude like, yeah, I'm totally gonna get a facelift. I don't know. Way above your pay grade. Yeah, right. Snowpro's had 2 facelifts already. 2 of them. You get fake teeth to get perfect teeth. Yeah, sometimes they are just a little bit too, you know. I get what you're saying. They're too white. They're too straight lined, you know. I get what you're saying. I'm liking the singer barber. What's going on, Cooley? It's cool. Yeah, I was doing it down in the pits, and then I was looking at my inventory like, man, here's a problem you never hear online. I can't get a barber Amazon torch. I'm rocking a necro torch over here because I can't, yeah, I haven't been able to farm one yet. I've only done like 10 torches on single player, but kind of crazy. Struggle's real. Oblivion. Famous person in the chat. Ah! Excuse me. The Legend of Cooley. Ooh. Just here right at the keys and don't tell anyone. Yeah, I could do that. I could just copy and paste my character files and then boom, I got an extra 20 keys, right? Definitely an option if I wanted to do that. I wouldn't blame anybody who did. But that's not the route I'm gonna take there. Bing! The winky face. Yeah, Snowpro's all about that. What did Snowpro just hero edited in a 100 FCR ring earlier for himself? Oopsie. So he says, anyways. Pig squeal for Cooley. Pig squeal for Cooley. Let's go. You guys do that one. Oblivion, yeah. Keeps telling me to hero edit my Griffins because I can't find one of those either. Yeah, well, it's one of those things, the harder it is to find, the more beautiful it is when you eventually do drop it. And all you guys know that I can't find it, so when I do find it, I make that video about it, and the thumbnail looks like this. And then you guys are going to all click on the video, and it's going to be great. We're all going to be commenting like, oh, Phil, it's crazy. I'm going to be like, yeah, it is. And you're going to be like, yeah, no. It's going to be great. Can you imagine how hyped that stream's going to be, too? It's going to be mega hype. See, I'm excited about how exciting it's going to be to find. I'm literally excited about how exciting it's going to be. It's going to be great. Oh, Max is fill in the more. Talking about PvP stuff. Gotta get you playing online so we can meet in the more. Okay, that's where it was. Yeah, okay. Yeah. The whole dueling thing, I don't know. I know you said before it's fun for everybody. I feel like, I don't know. I guess giving it a try will, like I was gonna say, I feel like it's not my thing, but I guess I haven't really PvP'd really at all in my life, so. You're wearing me down, Cooley. One of these days you're gonna talk me into it. One of these days. Isn't Cooley the expert dueler? Kinda, yeah. That's what I hear. That's what I hear, right? Yeah, I would run and hide in the den of evil, Saffron says. Yeah, exactly. I would, but the den of evil's too scary for me. Alexander says YouTube in a nutshell. When I was talking about my reaction face and how hype it would be. Good old Bartux. Bartux used to actually be worth something back in the day. It was super cool. I remember you trade for a Bartux, buy it for 1 SOJ, sell it for 2 SOJs, make a bank on it. Those were the days. Hopped in DFC, maybe World, undisputed, no arguments. Fred said he's going to super chat 200 pennies when I find the Griffins. It better be 200 pennies, too. It better not be $2. I'll be mad. Bag of change. Mandatory. Grindy said, you want to see me smash everybody with a PvP singer? Yeah, I don't know anything about PvP much, but I feel like that's not a thing, is it? That's not the right thing. PvP singer. That would be my first character, huh? Phil should do a giveaway for a chance to do a surprise thumbnail face on an upcoming video. Like I would give away someone else, like someone else could be on the thumbnail with a ridiculous reaction face like I do. Kind of funny. I don't know. Kind of funny. Whoever sends me the stupidest looking face gets to be on my next video. Boom, contest enter. If it was the best players count, what players count are you doing, and how much MF you carrying? Right now I'm on players 3. It does little tiny bit up the key drop rates. Magic Find was 319, but it doesn't really matter even because I'm really just trying to get keys, and the Summoner and the Countess don't really drop good items generally, so. Yeah, I mean, the Magic Find I have is pretty much just on accident, to be honest, right? It's just whatever I had on when I was Singer Barbing in the pits. But then I threw on a few different things to get my cast rate up so I could do the 200 cast rate. I threw on this goofy Sorceress Diadem and stuff, so. Oh, actually, I do have this magic. I forgot I had this magic find on the charms down here. Can summoner and countess drop griffins? I'm pretty positive they cannot. So, Fred says I have a stupid looking face. You're perfect. Hired. Fred says leaper barbs do okay in PvP. Take your word on that one. Oops. Should do a notable mentions at the end of a video for laughs. Notable mentions of like ridiculous looking faces people make. You talking about, or? We'll grab this just in case. George says I'd absolutely send stupid surprise thumbnail faces. My mom says I'm very handsome young man. Says George. Oh, my mom always told me I was a handsome young man as well. Just one solid minute of stupid faces. Oh, that's the one we're looking for if we don't get a key. We're obviously going to want to get that ist, boys. Boom, 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 boom. Isty rune, there you go. Love to see it, fellas. Love to see it. Tomac, my mom said I was ugly. Poor thing. Oh, George got a Shaco hat in real life. Nice. Limes says, come on, Phil, do one torch run. Yeah. Singer Barb torch run for the win. That would be a doo-doo show for sure. That'd go great. Snow Pro, I could make the most epic clickbait thumbnail. Oh, there. Yeah. Brain melting for a second here. Gnomsky said, never found an ist. Run the Countess. Because actually the thing with the Countess, you are actually more likely to find runes from the Countess on players 1 than on players 8. Like, because of the way one of the item drops work for overriding one of the rune drop table. It's kind of confusing or whatever. Sometimes I don't explain the things the greatest in real time, but yeah, running the Countess on players 1, you get more keys on higher players count, but the actual runes from the rune drop table up to ist, you are slightly more likely to get on players 1 than the higher players count. So, oh, Richard, what a legend! Ooh. Appreciate you, Richard Perez, coming through with a 999 super chat, an absolute amazing amount. Thank you so much, dude. I watch the video, watch your videos all the time. You're the reason I'm playing single player so hard, but so much fun. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, anyone who just loves magic finding, that's the kind of person you are. Single player is great. So I'm glad you like the videos and all that stuff. And thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You legendary Slayer. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You need 3 people for a... Wait, what? Did I miss something? 2 people for a... I guess that's why I'm... Oh. I've heard that joke before, G-Stacks. At first I was kind of confused, but then I picked up on what that joke was. Yes, sometimes I stumble through my explanation. Snowpro up here roasted me. Rightfully so. But yeah, sometimes I'm even though I stream and stuff, I do this philcast and stuff, I really am kind of still, and people probably notice it when I do the philcast, I'm not an expert communicator. So I kind of, it's one of the reasons I like doing the philcast and stuff, I feel like I'm working on and getting better at my communication skills. So, yep, definitely still struggle once in a while. Thanks, SnowPro, for roasting me for that, by the way. Trying to better myself. I see how it is. Yeah, every fill cast getting a little better, a little better. Hunter says I should hop on at least hit a few 85 areas because he's feeling a Griffins. Let's see, it's 310. I do got a bunch of keys. I don't know, maybe we could try to get lucky. Sounds fun. Foul rune. I think I decided no more foul runes. Lem and higher only. Lem and higher only. Couldn't think of a single guy I went to high school with that didn't like Sweetville. There you go. Appreciate you. That's a nice comment, SnowPro. Appreciate you. Philcast with Cooley Part Deuce. Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't be against it. I just, you know, I've only done a few of them yet. There's a lot of people out there. A lot of people out there, right? Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's go ahead. I got a little bit longer here. Boy, this last donator guy's name was so long it really threw a wrench in everything, huh? You know what I need to do? It's a good point. I was thinking about this earlier. Why didn't I fix this before? Not what I wanted to do. I want to go like this. Just cut it off. So if someone has some ridiculously long name, it doesn't override someone else's. There we go. Oh yeah, so what I was gonna do is just go ahead and do some pit runs, I think. With this 200 FCR, we'll go down to players 1, of course. Because I actually have less skills and stuff, so I have less damage going. Let's get this Griffins, huh? Fill cast with bubbles. There you go. Now, I was thinking about maybe it's going to be more difficult on my part, obviously, a little bit, but I kind of wanted to get some other. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe like some. Oh, not shouting. Maybe some other people who stream some other games besides Diablo. I was thinking about it. Obviously, D2 is like my bread and butter, obviously, and they're people that I would know something about from watching their videos and streams and stuff, because that's what I've been into for so long, but I was thinking about possibly trying to venture out slightly. What other games do you play? I haven't played a lot of other games in a long time, I'm gonna be honest. That's part of the thing, like I gotta ponder on it a little bit more, I guess. On how I'm thinking of doing this plan, right? This one? Yep, Tom is still at it. I decided to go run some pits here, see if I can get lucky, yeah? Some Final Fantasy. Yeah. I was kind of thinking of starting with maybe some people that do some of the other Diablo games. There's some people that they automatically like fired up doing like Diablo 4 content already. Some like D3 people or something. I don't know. Just spitballing around in my head. Just rolling around in my head, right? Overlap with StarCraft. Yeah, other Blizzard games probably aren't a bad option, right? Because yeah, StarCraft was a another Blizzard game, right? I'm not mistaken here. Oop. I think there was another champion over here. I'm going to go to a Philcast with bubbles between two ferns. Yeah, that's how it would be with bubbles. It would be like between two ferns for sure. For sure. G-Stack says Riker. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it with Riker, I guess. I don't know. He's got, there's some people I would say I'm scared to ask, I'm gonna be honest. I guess I won't. He might be one of them. That's why that just came up, I guess. I'm not gonna name everybody, but some people I would be, like, whether they're bigger streamers or content creators or something, or something like that, you know, I'd just be afraid to ask. Not that, I mean, what's the worst they could be like, nah, bro, don't want to. Oop, did not mean to do that. Sweet full for hot ones. Boy, that would be something, huh? Jazz says Riker's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I probably would do Riker, but yeah. Some of you guys are getting out of control in here. I gotta pre-read all these comments because you guys are talking about all the different ways you would go. What's going on over here? What's going on over here, fellas? Where's this Griffin's at? I was supposed to find it already, I thought. At least I'm refilling my full rejuves I'd been using. One here, one there, when they'd be the wrong curses characters or whatever. Max says it's coming, 100%. Just down to 300 head bone snap. Interesting find. Interesting find right there from Bulbasaur. Oh, there we go. I knew there was one over here. Show the gear right now. I can shout it out for you. I got dual suicide branches, Enigma obviously, a random 20 FCR circlet on, because I wanted to get the 200 FCR. Arachnus mesh, couple FCR rings, 20 FCR amulet, all stuff for FCR. War Travs. Couple skillers, Torch and Annie, that good stuff like that. Strength gloves, the only thing I'm forgetting. Oh, I keep forgetting not to do that. Hold on a second. Thomas Richmond, yeah, this is single player. Single player. You feel like I get along with everybody, but not everybody's like that. I mean, I feel like most people in the DQ space are like that, and they get along with most people. I don't think there's any, like, beefs, really. But, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really know. I'm just under the assumption that nobody has a problem with anybody, and we'll, you know, I have no reason to think otherwise. Make sure my Griffin's not hiding in here. When is PhilCon and how much pizzas are buying for us? PhilCon? No! Okay. Ogriax, let's go! Ah. I'm gonna get that Ogriax of quickness one day, fellas, and it's gonna be nasty. Oof. This lady's tough over here. Probably should have checked if there was a champion in there, but I didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like it. Do a Sweet Pill roast stream. You do it every live stream. That's when you the roast of Sweet Phil, and you guys would chime in on Discord, just like, "Hey Phil, you're bald and your head's shiny." Ah, ha, ha. Hey, how's that Griffin's treating you? Oh wait. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Trying to use Sean on the Forged Labs, huh? Yeah, I never heard of that that channel or whatever, but interesting. G-Stacks throw me a birthday party on the Philcast. Yeah, I already went over there. Dark Lord Dash. Sounds familiar, like that, like a person that does lore on all, like a bunch of different games, right? Yeah, maybe someone like that. I don't know. I'd have to look into it some more. Not a full fleshed out plan, or however that saying goes. Fleshed out. I don't know. Whatever that saying is. You know what I am talking about. Oh. Boy, I'm ready. I'm ready for that crazy reaction when the Griffins drops out of here. Where do you first grind for a bit if you start solo self-found single player? I usually will do either lower Kurast or, you know, Andariel Mephisto. So, kind of similar to online with the Sorceress, you know, you run to the Andariel, Moat Trick, and Mephisto, stuff like that, so. Fred said he's bald and shiny-headed, too. Yeah, that's where it's at. Ugh. In hell? Yeah, I usually just go straight to hell. I don't farm in other difficulties or anything. If you want to, like, and you don't even worry about necessarily beating the game at first. You really don't have to. A lot of people, I feel like they get in trouble with that. If you start off with a Sorceress, you just get to, you know, you could just get to Andariel and run Andariel like 100 times, you know, to get a few pieces, you know. Maybe you can get Mage Fists, and you can maybe get lucky and get a Shaco or something crazy, or, you know, Viper Magi to help you out, or stuff like that, you know. And then maybe you could go further and go Moat Trick Mephisto, or you don't have to beat Mephisto. Maybe you're gonna run and get some high runes from LK, you know. That was like, I think for me, I think that's what I ran straight through to LK, and I ran LK for when D2R started. I'm pretty positive I had an Infinity before I had like a Shaco, because that's what I decided to like do. So. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. Dang it. Fun enough. You had your Enigma before you got a Spirit Base? Yeah. If you just go straight to LK, you can end up with situations like that, right? Hank says LK better than Trav. Yeah, I would, yeah, it definitely is faster and more consistent, LK than running Trav on single player, players 8 difficulty specifically. Almost getting full of gold. I'm gonna have to gamble one of these days. Come on. Bryn says that really dislike lower Kuros. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm hit or miss on whether I hate lower Kuros or not, I guess. Sometimes I don't mind it. It's not bad for, obviously not a consideration most people will take into advisement, but it's not bad for, like when you're streaming, if you're trying to read as many comments as possible. Because, like, you run it for 20 seconds, then you have a load screen to read a comment, and then you run for 20 seconds, and you get another load screen to read a comment, and so. Yeah, a lot of people talking about their displeasure with running LK, yeah? You definitely don't have to. Don't have to. Just, it's what I do, right? You do get a lot of other stuff from LK too, you know, skillers and all res small charms and magic find small charms and gems for crafting and all that stuff, so. What a long stream. Yeah, for Sweet Phil, almost 3.5 hours. Crazy. M. Slocum says he likes getting a cows ASAP. See, that's the one thing for me. I would rather run LK to try to get high runes than do cows. I cannot stand cows. Not that I can't stand cows. I would literally prefer doing LK than running cows. Personally. You're doing single player, why are you running lower Kuros at that point? Just hero edit yourself high runes. Because hero editor, you're not actually trying to find the high runes and stuff. I mean, that's like saying online, why are you trying to find high runes? Why don't you just go on JSP and get them or something? Like, it's not the same. Yeah, I see you just got a different. I don't really know what to say about that. I don't know. 7 enhanced damage, pretty good, right? Yeah, people tend to come in with those comments, and I never really understand them for stuff on single player. But everything you're doing doesn't even matter. Why you even bother doing it? Only things online matter. Why don't you just hero edit all your items in then? Why are you even trying to find them? I don't understand those lines of logic. You know. Yeah, I mean, that same logic could be used for anything that you do in any video game ever, because it's all not real, and, like, I don't know. I just don't understand the... Yeah. Yeah, Jazz says any game he cheats in, he immediately quits. Right. Yeah, that's... If you... That's kind of part of it, yeah. I mean, because the exciting, fun part of Diablo 2 is the... You know, even if you are doing LK, it's still super exciting when a rune finally drops, right? So... Mitch Raven, how's it going? Did I miss it? Key farming? What are you using? I got a 200 FCR shout barb here. Yeah, I was for the first like 3 hours and 15 minutes key farming. I got quite a few keys, but just a couple of people were like, hey, why don't you try to go farm an 85 area and get lucky, get that Griffins today? And I was like, you know what? Why not here at the end of stream? I got a few more minutes. Why not? Why not? Why not? Full sing of Bohemian Rhapsody going on right now, huh? These people. Is it Bohemian Rhapsody or is it Bohemian Rhapsody? Heard it pronounced both ways. Never looked into it. How is it spelled? I don't remember. Rhapsody. Is it Rhapsody or is it Rhapsody? Rhapsody? Rhapsody. Rhapsody. I'm messing with you people, jeez. Oh, almost missed these champions over here. Unbelievable. Could have been disaster. Bahamaman Rhapsody. Yeah, that's what it is, Snow Pro. There you go. Yeah, Rhapsody is it's an album by somebody else, right? Back from trying and failing to sell a hot tub? Nice. Hot tub salesman. Haven't missed much, just been running without finding things. Ooh, look at the time, So I think I'm going to finish up this run and we're going to call it a day today, fellas. So I want to thank you guys all for joining me. It's been fun. A lovely 3.5 hour stream today. Mega shout out Richard P for super chatting. Ice Kangs, Dwarf at Arms for becoming a member. Ice Kangs had a super chat earlier. Can't remember. I think Dwarf also gifted 10 memberships, and somebody else did at the beginning of the stream too. So mega shout out and thank you all for that too. Cody and Bradley also re-upping memberships or becoming members. So thank you guys so much. It means a bunch. Make it possible for me to keep streaming all that good stuff and making content that hopefully everybody enjoys. I didn't do any torch runs today. I seen someone asking about that, and I just ran for keys, so I still need to get a bunch more keys to before I do torch runs, before I set that character up and do it. I'm not gonna do anything crazy running torches. I'm just gonna go GG Smiter. Oh, I don't have an exile, do I? But okay, a Smiter minus an exile, and then and get after it. So double check this just in case. Yeah, no, nothing there. Yeah, I do have a Haas. I did find that Haas, so that's what it'll have to be. So Bradley says thanks for the content. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, my man. So, oh, Snow Pro, he does this little game where he ups his membership every few days. So, thank you so much, Snow Pro, for the Giga Chad Slayership. Ooh. That's how you know he has one of those giant chiseled chins and he's just ripped because he's a Giga Chad. Ooh. Thank you so much, my dude, for the Giga Chad Slayership. But with that being said, fellas, peace out. And don't you ever forget, don't forget, keep slaying. Peace out, fellas.